Okay, not for broadcast today. I'm excited about this. Today was originally going to be the big affiliate celebration stream, where I play Punch Out and make it a drinking game. That didn't happen, because Punch Out didn't arrive in time. Amazon said, oh, Prime shipping, it'll arrive by Saturday. Now it's telling me it's going to arrive on Wednesday. So that's cool. So I'm pushing that out a week, and honestly, that's fine by me because for whatever reason, I submitted an emote on Tuesday and it hasn't been approved yet. So hopefully it'll be approved by then. I looked it up. Supposedly, it usually only takes 48 hours, but I don't know. Apparently, they're being real slow this week. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that's gonna be approved by then. But actually, I think I might be able to just show you. Hang on, I'll give you a little teaser. Image. Yeah, while this is loading, I can probably dig that up.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines
wait.
tonight.
What did I save? Hang on.
Start
Oh wait, I know where it is.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
There it is.
What a wild ride this has been.
This is the emote I have coming soon. I made it myself.
Advance is lying to you.
I like it. I think it looks good.
Friends and neighbors.
But yeah, hopefully that'll be good to go by next week. The loading tip guy is off today, so there isn't one. Yeah, I'm very excited for that stream because I'm basically turning Punch Out for the Wii into a drinking game. And I also discovered that I have like this really old Humble Bundle that I got that I didn't like cash in most of the games for. So I can have it be like a giveaway stream too a little bit. Day 232. All right. Right, okay. Huh? Oh, only 2 ads today, huh? Oh. Sure.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to Buxton.
Oh, good.
Summer
You can tell him I'll
solstice
return his
sale.
wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week. Jenny?
Remington's Fists Junior Employment Opportunity Scheme. Oh yeah, that one's
Letting it go to
broken.
your head.
She nearly blinded me.
10 seconds,
I thought we were all
everybody.
part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so
You're in
high and mighty
5,
and do your job.
4,
You'll have me fired too.
3.
Don't tempt me. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
The establishment strikes back. The World Council has agreed today to impose punitive sanctions on the people of this country.
The sanctions, which are broad-ranging, include restrictions on the supply of oil and gas, food, clothing, and even some medicines. But how should we react? We asked the public.
What are your reaction to the sanctions?
I think it's fucking outrageous. My mom needs insulin. Am I supposed to get her transitioned? What's the government doing about it? Hey? What's the government doing about it?
Thanks, Patrick. Important stuff. Thanks.
Yeah, the
Controversial Prime
transition.
Minister Julia Salisbury
Yeah,
appealed to a huge growing
it means a little
public
something
concern
different in this
with the
universe.
following official
It's
statement
a
released
transition
earlier
to
today.
death.
Released earlier today.
The international sanctions declared against this country today by the World Council remind us that now, more than ever, we need to come together as a team. Since coming to power, we have eradicated poverty. And as a
God,
consequence,
I see
crime
this bit
fallen to
right here.
levels
Really hate
previously
this
thought
bit.
impossible. Our schools, hospitals and youth clubs are thriving, and our transition centres have enabled many thousands to unburden their loved ones with dignity. In any sane world, we would be held up as a model to emulate. Evidently, this is not that world.
Yeah, maybe just make medicine more affordable instead. There's an idea.
And now they are striking back. But we will not cower before their tantrums. And we encourage other progressive nations of the world to continue to trade, visit, and share their cultures with ours. Do not be afraid. We have more friends than we can count.
Uh-huh.
We are a team, now more than ever. And this team is on your side.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you. Thank you.
Reassuring stuff. But what do you, the public, think of our refreshingly different government? Robin Short found out.
I was wondering if you could tell me what you think of the government.
What? That shower of iridescent pricks, punishing success and rewarding laziness. They're taking this country down the bloody Swanee. And it's not just me that thinks so. My wife Iris, she agrees. My wife Iris, she agrees.
Putting the grown-ups to shame. An award today for
Does she now?
Cat Fingers, which continues to break all production expectations.
A slightly dazed-looking Sophia Remington presented young foreman Alfie Plank and his
Everybody's
team
angry.
with a certificate,
Everybody's angry all the
statuette,
time.
And a moderately generous tuck shop voucher.
So, how do the public feel about the Youth Employment Opportunity Scheme? Patrick Bannon again.
Oh, yeah, child labor, my
What's your
favorite.
opinion of Camp Busy Fingers? What's your opinion of Camp
What do you
Busy
think my
Fingers?
opinion is? Should be banned. It's bloody child labour. Is that what you like, is it? Children being exploited.
No, I don't.
Children being exploited.
No, I don't.
Pipers at the gates of dawn. Commuters in the capital this morning found themselves surprised and amused.
Oh, it's nice to see that
by the
Bannon
latest
didn't get
stunt from
murdered
popular
by
health
those,
food
weird,
Silent
Furby
protests were
things.
held outside underground stations throughout the capital, bringing a pleasantly surreal quality to the morning commute.
Unless, like me, you have a phobia of mimes.
But how do we, as a country, really feel about Disrupt? Robin?
Down with the government.
Ah, well, now you're talking. Ruddy hero, showing us not to take it lying down like Iris here.
So you both feel there are cause
Jesus.
worth supporting?
Well, Iris doesn't speak online, but we're pretty sure there's still one in there, aren't we, love? Whatever it is, it loves Disrupt, fighting the oiks for our freedom. And what could possibly be wrong with that?
Do you need me to get you some help?
Bubbling up. In scientist Dr. David
Oh,
Ward
no.
and Dr. Ingrid Svorsborg and Hawkinsford today sent a blueprint of the escape craft in which they hope to finally leave Dante's taint.
With
Oh, they're
expert
still-
opinions
they're
of
still
the
trying to get
plan
out of
running
here?
The gamut from optimistically engineered to that looks like something my granddad made in his shed. It sounds like the unfortunate team are going to need all the thoughts and prayers they can get.
So what should we think about the escape
Yeah,
plan?
these guys have been trapped underground for like over a year now.
You think this is a great plan?
Oh my God! How did you know? It's a brilliant idea. I hope everyone gets behind them so that they know that we're with them. In spirit, of course. I can't actually go diving because I'm scared of salt.
I am not a number. Applications finally open today for the new Advanced Team Membership Cards, a scheme by the government to allow fast access to all the new public services being introduced daily.
The team membership cards are entirely voluntary, but will be recognised as legal identification by all major organisations, including the police, banks, and, vitally, pubs and bars.
And of course, there's no charge, Jeremy.
It all seems too good to be true.
Well, you've always been a cynic. But most importantly, what should you, the public, think about the new team membership cards?
Team membership cards.
I don't really join things as a rule. As Mother always said, membership is mostly for unmentionables, Malcolm.
And finally tonight, Game of Two Hearts. Fresh out of rehab, repentant celebrity sportsman
Thanks,
Johnny
Malcolm.
Hamilton is promising to turn over a new leaf.
In a surprisingly energetic appearance on the Whitney Chinwag show this morning, Johnny showed everyone he's certainly full of life and
Johnny
raring to go.
Hamshanks! I love this man!
I doubt they'll survive the frenzy.
But what should we think?
He's fresh
of
out of
this
rehab.
exuberant
I hope he's
behaviour?
doing well.
Patrick?
Oh my God, fantastic!
Your thoughts there?
Later tonight, in a break from our usual responsibilities, Jeremy will be taking popular rapper
Beer.
Jesus to task over his street credibility. And then we'll both be meeting the team behind the new play that's got theatre critics buzzing with anticipation.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh, more of this fucking interference shit. This is my least favorite part of the game. I hate this. Shite. Thank God.
First tonight, let's return to our main story.
With the shine coming off Advance's popularity,
And the honeymoon period pretty much over.
the National Nightly News has spared no expense in bringing you the response to today's sanctions from across the continent.
Joining us to help digest this shocking development
Oh.
are Prime Minister Peter Clement from his home in Lamfordshire.
Good evening, Jeremy.
And from Urkistan Foreign Minister Ivan Vodovich.
It's a great pleasure. Miss Wolf, you like...
And from Svenland, Minister of Mojo, Björn.
Hey, everybody.
Minister Vodovich, your country pushed especially hard for these sanctions. Any regrets?
My only regret is I was not able to see the face of my old friend Peter Clements when the results of the vote were announced. As you say, he has one up in your bottoms.
In Finland, we try not to gloat, actually, because it's seen as really ugly and dangerous to some small creatures, yeah?
Oh, don't worry, Minister. Ivan and I go way back. He's a wind-up merchant who can't put for shite.
Pete,
Just trying to get a rise out of me.
You're like
What?
a man who load dissidents onto train to labor camp, not because of love of country, but to make up for size of his tiny penis.
None the vodka, Ivan.
No more than you. I see you on election night with mouth like man thinks he's singing beautiful lullaby. But actually he's squealing like a pig in hands of Randy Big Dick Palmer. Eh?
Actually, we Svenlandians, we aren't size obsessed. We value passion, yeah? Like the way we spoke up for Mr.
Jesus
Clements' country at
Christ.
the World Council.
That's all. Well,
I wish the news was this interesting in real life.
but where were you for the actual vote, then? Our finger in each other's fjords.
Actually, that's kind of racist. And if you must know, I've had like a really tiring afternoon on my tongue, like really
Prime Minister, with Advance's popularity on the wane,
You don't have to bring that up at every given opportunity, you know.
Peter, he's like man who thinks he's sniffing flowers in beautiful glade. But he's actually standing under outflow pipe from shit factory at shit flushing time on day of Village Festival of Shit. I tell him this at 19th hole.
Minister Vodovich believes that left to their own devices, people will behave selfishly.
It's nature of all beasts.
I have to turn this up a little bit so I can censor better.
Country, we think our citizens are capable of being more than beasts.
Pathetic idealism.
Minister Björk, Svenland has long had radically different traditions and culture from the rest of the world, and yet it peacefully coexists. Why do you think that is?
Well, you know, I think maybe the world sees us as something they can actually spiritually be enlightened to, yeah?
Yeah, or maybe it's the orgy houses. Yeah, or maybe
Sometimes, when foreign dignitaries come to visit us.
The orgy houses, yeah, that'll help.
So we take them on a visit to the Dunga district and show them what like a progressive and
What?
enlightened society looks like, yeah?
Shit of bull. Svenland is like woman who thinks she makes best cake in village hot baking contest. And then when she slices it open, it just full of piss and cum.
That's just really gross, actually.
Teeny tiny country.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to eat that cake.
Peter Clements' sex with his teeny tiny penis.
It's not all about size, actually. It's not all
That's what
about
Peter
size,
Clements always claimed.
I'm talking about population size.
I'm talking about Peter Clements' teeny tiny...
Oh, fuck off, Ivan!
Prime Minister, please.
It's so easy to sit on your pile of money and go...
Jesus Christ, look at him
You're
go.
a shite leader. A fucking god-awful governor. And
Oh,
quite
Jesus.
frankly, as my old man used to say, you're a bit of a cunt.
Prime Minister, please.
It's you who is cunt.
Minister Vodovich, please.
You people are fucking starving, pal.
We will see how well fed your people are when the sanctions start to bite. You think your man like big scary wolf person terrorizing village, when actually a pathetic goose person searching.
Just needed to get that reaction shot.
Obsessed about small cocks, mate.
In Finland, we believe like the size of your penis isn't as important as the love it contains, yeah.
Oh, fuck off, yeah.
Okay, if everybody could just calm down.
So smug on those
Be nice to Björk. He's trying to help.
And somehow give her birth to beautiful lady. But now you start to see, the people never happy. It's never enough. Never happy.
It's certainly true that Advance's popularity
It's on the fucking way. Yeah, let's go with this bollocks again. Shall we? Actually, you know what? Nah, fuck this. I'm done with this.
Prime Minister, please don't storm out.
No, no.
Please don't
I
storm
have had
out.
enough of you, Mr. Jeremy Donaldson, and your snide asides. You think you could make a better job of things, do you? Because it's not that fucking easy, let me tell you. Your channel is a fucking disgrace. You insinuate and edit against us and pick your headlines so people don't trust us. The sooner you roaring monsters are taken into public ownership, the happier everyone in this country will be.
We've not got long until the adverts, so
I'm sorry for the outburst, Miss Wolf. Sorry. Julia thinks very highly of you. And I know you're not the one making the editorial decisions.
Oh, I felt him staring at me for that one.
My work here is done. I like man who happy he lie down with fatty, drunk, easy girl from Village Inn who discover in morning he wake up next.
I'm in a lot of trouble right now, aren't I?
You know, I think it would be a terrible shame here if the people of your country would suffer because of teenage grudges and personal rivalries.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you.
This country, this wonderful.
This man is not making me feel safe right now.
Creative, inventive country. We're not scared of these sanctions. There's no wolves at our door, only the best of people striving to help out. So no, Ivan. We're not afraid. In fact, I doubt we'll lose a wink of sleep. Because we're strong. And we're well-resourced. And we don't back down to bullies.
And on that note, we have to wrap up.
Ministers, Prime Minister, thank you for joining us. Prime Minister.
We'll be back after these messages. 1 minute back.
Peter, it's so easy. So many buttons to push.
Piss off.
Will I see you at James this week?
No, I've got noted. Some tossers impose sanctions on the people.
There he is. There's Crazy Neil. I have stock with this man. I'm gonna take him to the fucking moon.
Boring monsters.
Public ownership.
You two are cuck who think you are king and queen of wolves. Actually, you are just puppets on this string of evil, shitty-hand puppet legs.
New government censorship should show up in blue. Same as regular censoring. Keep an eye out for the advanced blue waveform.
What if I just don't?
Bow. Foreign royalty.
What?
That's like her.
Have they given you the pound principle?
Well,
Megan.
This is Jeremy. I hope you hear you.
Well, thanks for having me on the show, man.
Government censorship. Huh, cool, fun.
5 and 10 seconds.
They put that girl for themselves.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm Megan Wolf. Later, we have an exclusive first look at the theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But first, it's time to go over to the culture spot with lovely old Jeremy Donaldson, who's joined by a very special guest. Jeremy.
Thanks, Megan.
Jeremy.
I have the honour and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Let's welcome Jesus.
stayed on one shot too long. That's what happened there.
To be here on the show, the news. You know, as a kid on the streets, I used to watch you through a window of the shop. So to be here right now is crazy.
You've had quite the journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it?
You know, I try not to. Well, you know, the past is the past, and I don't like to dwell on it. But yeah, man, the streets is all I remember. My mother donated me to a charity shop soon after I was born. Elderly lady took pity on me.
Jesus.
You know, she let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction until I taught myself how to walk.
Wow, that's quite the childhood.
And she died tragically. Right there in my arms, man. Right there in my arms, man. You know, I remember a tear falling as she laid there next to the used homeware. And in that moment, I became a child of the streets. I was just 18 months old.
What a tale.
I love Jeremy so much.
You're known for your direct and honest lyrics. Was your style informed by your troubled past?
Oh, like I said, I try not to talk about it. It's just, it's just too hard.
Of course.
But my first album is about the story of the first 4 times I stole, so I wouldn't starve. A small group of infants came to see me as their de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
So it would seem.
Just the questions.
About the government.
Yeah, fuck the government. Fuck Advance. Fuck Peter Clement.
What is it that you object to so
Oh, I see. There's some blue there.
You know, they stole from us. They're taking our money and spending it, man.
Actually, homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
So?
Surely that's a cause close to your heart?
Yeah, nah, of course, man, very much so. I just mean, like, why do I have to pay for it, you know?
People have been rehoused on property seized from the historically wealthy. And that couldn't have been you, could it?
Look, I worked hard to be here. I built this from nothing, and I deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would you say you worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
I don't know. But if people are taking something from my music, choose to value it, buy it, who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children? Mr. Cheese Slice.
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more of
or maybe it's hereditary.
Stop trying to tie me in knots with your words, Jeremy. I let the music speak for itself.
This is getting a little spicy.
Well, that remains to be seen. But you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you. So here he is with his hit song, Mrs. Ludlow's Tears.
Oh no, I'm going to do something a little different. It's a new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah. You love it?
Excellent. Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship system. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst that could happen is you've got a fucking monkey running it.
It's Jesus!
First, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Well, we're all different races from many different places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel elation from your participation. Still 2 leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting sanctioned, talking about expansion. Why does Julius require a massive fucking mansion? So fuck all your schemes. I don't need your freaky team, and I don't need your help. You achieve my fucking dreams.
Fuck. This is actually really hard. I can't like edit in time to the music and censor at the same time.
When you find you're one of us, get every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive, but why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention, I like to eat a little of the fruits of my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same.
I got no rhythm for this shit, man.
Means are not the same. The best of the praise of the press of the wave, cause Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take is facts, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. He's time to stall a castle with a motherfucking pitchfork.
Like, I can't do this by ear. Like, normally they tell you to try and do it by ear. That's not really possible with this.
Ones the folks that feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones. Ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley. The ones who now finding that their bank accounts are empty. The ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation. The ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the praise, of the press of the ways. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to stall a castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets. Set a fire in the building, let them feel some fucking heat.
Government censorship? Nah, no thanks.
And burn them on the powers of advances fucking letters. Gonna take his facts, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to stall the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Case that clean, you don't need a fucking team. And advances, little dances aren't as harmless as it seems. Cause they're stale and corrupt, then you're angry or wrong. Lend your hearts and your minds and your fists to destruct.
That was actually a massive, like, oh,
Jesus
shit.
there with his new song.
That was a
Thank
massive
you so
fucking
much
pain.
for
Holy
joining us
shit.
in the studio.
Censoring and trying to keep the beat at the same
sorry.
time was awful.
I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer you an apology. I've just been told that there was some kind of issue upstairs, and an attempt was made to censor some of your lyrics.
What? Are you joking?
I'd just like to say to you and everyone at home that this was a mistake.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe this.
Here at the National Nightly News, we pride ourselves on remaining neutral, unbiased, and independent of any outside interference. You have my word. We will never censor ideas. Back to you, Megan.
Well, a bit of dangerous language there. Sorry about that. Well, thank you to little Jeremy Donaldson for providing our culture spot. Coming up, we'll be speaking to a couple of familiar faces about their upcoming dramatic outing. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
That's the ads.
Jenny, this is fucking outrageous.
Thank you so much. If you could just come with me.
No, this is ridiculous. Who do I complain to?
This is just a mix-up, I'm sure. Now, if you come with me, I really do have to ask
Oh,
you to
trust
leave
me.
it.
My father's going to hear about this.
I understand.
We intend to make sure that in
This is
these
unbelievable,
challenging
Megan.
times,
I don't know what you're talking
every
about, Jeremy.
citizen gets their fair share of the abundant, nutritious food we grow.
A little bit of division in the broadcast room there.
Just a reminder, fixing that old VCR. Open a new tape. Last ad break.
At one of our many
Ah.
new distribution
I
centers.
see.
Everyone
Now I
will
actually have to worry about this.
and no one will be left behind.
Oh, wait.
So you
Oh, here we go.
Sports board! Hell yeah.
Look at him.
If we could just get you in position.
Oh, say no more. Say no more.
Megan, Jeremy, you remember Mr. Algebra?
Vividly.
And Mr. Harris. And
Oh yeah, that's right, Mr. Algebra. He's the math teacher.
We're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awful exciting, isn't it?
Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds. Opening on camera 1.
Advance. Let's keep on setting a shining example
5,
together.
4, 3.
Welcome back, and no, you're not mistaken.
Welcome
Sitting
back,
across
and
from
no,
us are
you're
some
not
very
mistaken. Sitting
familiar
across
faces.
from us are
You
some
really are
very
too kind,
familiar
Megan. It was
faces.
only a
You
yogurt
really are too
commercial,
kind,
but I'm
Megan.
still
It was only
proud
a
of
yogurt
it.
commercial.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by National Treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philip Harris, and National Deficit Jeff Algebra.
Be nice to Jeff. Come on, he's doing his best.
It's about me. It's about my life. It's about me.
And where did the idea come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like an immense hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to training sometimes. He's actually a pretty good goal sweeper. Anyway, so, yeah, Pete, he says, Toby, he thinks my name's Toby, he says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate times?
What did you say?
Yeah, right,
What did you say?
That'd be my reaction too.
The question on everyone's lips is, what in God's name are you doing here?
Come on, be nice. He's really trying. Come on. He just wants to make it in like the drama sphere.
I've always been an admirer of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said that I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Right, Tommy, sorry, give us a sense.
Oh, yikes.
It's about how hard it's been.
Oh, that was absolutely savage.
Like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris. Jesus, that was hard. Jesus,
Catchy. We actually have some clips.
That's just my life.
Yeah, so the show is built around two things that are very important to me. It mixes scenes from my life as well as epic fantasy retellings of scenes from my life.
But Dad,
Oh.
you promised you'd come to my graduation.
I'm sorry, son.
Oh.
You're an embarrassment.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
Back, demon! Back to the hells! Demon! Back to the hells!
Philippa, what's it been like co-starring with Tommy Harris?
I've always dreamed of treading the boards at medium-scale regional theatres.
Oh my God.
And for once, this show really gives me something to sink my teeth into.
What's different about this show, then?
Tommy, Mr. Harris's show really lets me show my tremendous range as an actor. I've always suffered from typecasting, forced to play the same tired characters in every god-awful yogurt advert or godforsaken soap opera or, God forbid,
It's just different hats.
But you know,
She's just playing TF2, man.
Let me just go there.
Jeff, the viewers at home will be dying to know exactly what is it that you bring to the show? What is it that you bring to the show?
I think these guys would agree with me when I say that it's my steady hand on the tiller, my arm round the shoulder approach that's really brought the production from strength to strength.
That is a massive carrot.
Jeff's contributions are immeasurable. He was our rock.
Can you give us a sneak peek of anything else that might be in the show?
Yeah, all sorts, yeah.
We've got lots of exclusive first-hand experiences of Tommy's time in the underground sports scene.
And some epic fantasy retellings of Tommy's time in the underground sports scene.
God, I love sports board.
You'll never take the sacred path!
And am I right in saying this was officially commissioned by the government?
Yeah, all paid for by the taxpayer, which, you know, to be honest,
interesting.
I think it's fair to say that without Advance's support, we'd have had to cut the finale.
Which frankly would have been a travesty.
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
You do this every night.
It's a metaphor, absolutely.
For what?
It's a metaphor.
For what?
Death.
And the public are footing the bill, are they?
Too bloody right they are. Between the cost of my tour bus and the dry cleaner and my ties, I'm barely scraping a profit here.
Amazing. And where can folks at home come and see this for themselves?
We're performing all over the nation.
And people can see it for absolutely free, all courtesy of Advance. Isn't that incredible, Jeremy?
Yes, it's unbelievable. Yes.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. Next time we see you, no doubt, you'll have taken our jobs. taking our jobs.
All except Jeremy.
That's all we have time for. Join us tomorrow.
Oh, this poor bastard's gonna get fired. Oh, I feel bad.
Jeremy Dawes.
And I'm
Jeremy's
Megan
like the
Wolf.
best
And
one.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Have a peaceful and from all of us here.
That's the ads. Let's get reset for tomorrow, please.
Hey, we must stop bumping into each other like this, eh?
Ooh, uncomfortable. All right. Sports board. The board game.
Kind of a real sports board game action in a sports board game. Oh, your favourite sports board moments in the cover of your own home. Compete in the trivia round.
Dad, in non-Euclidean geometry, which type of surface has constant negative Gaussian curvature?
Hyperbolic?
Correct. It's a leap year.
What?
Catch the egg. Name that fish. Kick the bucket. Wait, is that?
This is all real sports board. We covered a sports board game. This is all real. I can confirm to you as a true sports board fan.
Shame hat. And that's right. We win your kids. Sorry, they're ours now. Forget those tired old board games. The sports board game is the only game your family is gonna want to play.
Goodbye, Ludo. Glorious. You really gonna give me a D on a segment that goddamn hard? Really? Fuck you too, man. Oh, we're up a bit. Not quite breaking even, but you know, it's all right. Yeah. Crazy Neil right here. Hell yeah. Keep pushing him up. It's great. Making big stonks. Good. Advance go down. Yeah, the government turned some companies into public trading and just distributed shares to the people. You get to choose one of 3. I put my money in with Crazy Neil. Let's see. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon in summer with you and Sam making the most of both kids being out of the house. You head to the pantry, taking a moment to remember when it used to be your mother's room before coming out with the last 2 slices of homemade cake. It's rare for you and Sam to actually get to finish sweet things in this house and savor every mouthful. Just as you take your last bite, you hear the sound of the front door slamming. It'll be Charlie back from the Go-Getters. You hear him practically running to come find you, and he's grinning from ear to ear when he finally does. I have some really big news. Ready? You both nod enthusiastically. With a flourish, he reveals a new badge from his pocket and proudly presents it to you both to examine as he announces, "As of today, I'm a member of the first tier of Cohesion Cadets. There's way more stuff I'm going to be doing, and I'll be working some weekends, but it's really cool." I mean... here's the thing. The Go-Getters is part of Advance's, youth group, basically. So I'm not sure how I feel about them, trying to brainwash my son. First tier of Cohesion Cadets. I mean, I don't know enough to be upset just yet, so I'll just smile for now. A grown-up child. We always had dinner as a family for the important events, and tonight is no exception. Charlie ostensibly resents not being able to go to his friend's house this evening, but you can tell he's happy to be with you, really. It'll be the last time you're all going to be together for a while. So far, you've even managed to avoid fighting with Susie over politics, something Sam is no doubt grateful for. Not seen much of Susie lately. course, it's not the same without your mum here, but it's nice having everyone together nonetheless. So Alex, I believe you had a few words, Sam pointedly asks, nodding towards Susie. Your daughter cocks an eyebrow with a quizzical expression, and you can't help but see a little of yourself in it. What's this about? Susie asks, laughing as she takes a drink of her champagne-adjacent sparkling wine. Sam made a point this afternoon that it was a big day and that you should all be celebrating her achievement. So our little Susie. Come on, honey, we're waiting. You're not going to go off about the government again, are you? You're like a broken record. Susie smiles at you, a twinkle in her eye. Tell me about the government that you whippersnappers don't understand. Yeah. We'll just... She got into med school. That's awesome. No, you're not getting rid of me yet, but I'll probably have to leave when I get my first posting. Oh, hush now. Let's not talk about that. Sam cuts her off, smiling. The rest of the evening passes as a happy blur. You couldn't be prouder. Hi, Power Steve. Thanks for dropping by. This is, not for broadcast. The government is probably corrupt, and we run the news. Shopping, something that always seemed so tedious before the sanctions, has become even more of a chore now. You managed to get almost everything you needed for the family this evening, but you'll have to come back tomorrow to get through the week. There's a queue to leave the car park, though it's hard to make out why in the dark. Hopefully whatever's causing it won't be long. As the final car in front of you drives off, you realize the queue is actually due to a checkpoint set up at the exit. A friendly-looking man in an advanced uniform, CCO, emblazoned in a number of places on it, approaches your car and knocks on the driver's side window. Good evening! Nothing to worry about. I was just wondering if I could see your team membership card, please. Weren't those cards supposed to be voluntary? Yeah, I don't have one. Ah, that's not a problem. We've got forms with us right here, and we're more than happy to sign you up. The man gestures to his colleague behind him, a young woman in a similar uniform. She clearly received the short end of the stick and is stuck with the paperwork. I thought these cards weren't required. Well, strictly speaking, they're not, but there's also loads of benefits to having them and no reason not to get one. The smile fades a bit when he puts a hand up to scratch the back of his neck for a moment and leans over you, his presence now seeming a little intimidating. No, thanks. It's not something I want right now. Almost instantly, the friendly demeanor is gone and his expression is one of stern disapproval. Well, obviously I can't make you sign up, but I would strongly recommend you do, and soon. We wouldn't want people to think you had anything to hide, would we? He takes a step back and gestures for you to drive on. You're sure you see him writing something down in your rearview mirror as you head home somewhat more hurriedly than before. Clearly, Advance are very keen on keeping everyone joining the team. Been watching your bird attorney videos to see which paths you've taken. Chapter 3 was huge. Yeah. Surprisingly, I completely overlooked the sleeping city riddle and didn't even expect the library was the answer to that. Yeah, see, I figured that the librarian had to have been like the best guy to like solve a riddle. He seemed pretty interested in that sort of thing. He walked out like when we went there too early, he walked out with like a crossword in one of his hands. And I figured, oh, well, puzzles. Of course. All right, let's see. Invitation worth ignoring. It's a Saturday night, one of your few days off, and you've made the most of it. But as late afternoon draws on, the invitation sits pinned to the fridge, staring accusingly at you. The Channel 1 Gala is a mandatory work event, Bozeman was very quick to tell you. Also, don't you dare be late. Yeah, I've already skipped a work weekend once. I might as well go. It's not like I'm doing anything this time. Last time, I was, like, doing something with the partner, but not this time. Best start getting ready. You wonder if Sam will give you a lift. A drink or two might help with the enforced office socializing. Hopefully it won't be too bad. After all, you're pretty good at your job, right? You arrive on time, barely, at the Sauvignon, one of the oldest and grandest hotels in the capital. You're surprised to see a queue to get in and quickly realize it's because people are being searched at the door by some very military-looking personnel in smart attire. While you're waiting, you can't help but notice just how very opulent the building is, probably the fanciest place you've been to in your life. You submit to being patted down and, with a sigh of relief, are led into the hotel. Once inside, you're directed to the grand ballroom, and following the signs, you marvel at the sheer scale of the place, and the amount of armed security guards. When you finally arrive, a very severe-looking woman at the door asks for your name. I'm Alex Winston. She curtly checks her list before whispering something to the waiter beside her. You've made it just in time to be seated before dinner. Please follow Emmanuel here to your table. The waiter smiles at you and opens one of the great double doors, gesturing for you to enter. Immediately, you can see why it's called the Grand Ballroom. You feel a slight tap on your arm, and Emmanuel gestures for you to follow him. He seats you at a table far away from the central floor area, half under a set of stairs. Your view of the stage is, at best, partially blocked. Bozeman's definitely not happy with you at the moment. You're sat with some colleagues you've heard of around the Channel 1 offices before, but haven't met. For the most part, they're considered slackers at best and about to be fired at worst. Which category do you fit in? As the evening goes on, you hear Jeremy Donaldson receive an award for outstanding contributions to journalism. You also hear Megan Wolfe accepting it on his behalf as he hasn't turned up to the event. Not unusual, apparently. But it's hard for you to tell much from your limited view under the stairs. You also notice a community cohesion officer hovering near your table. They seem as bored to be here as you. A few glasses of, no doubt, very expensive wine later, you see Bozeman speaking to a few specific tables joined by what looks like Prime Ministers Julius Salisbury and Peter Clement. Uh-oh. This is confirmed by an unimpressed nod from the CCO when you ask them, perhaps a little too loudly. Their presence sparks a debate between those at your table about the virtues of both advance and disrupt. You argue in favor of disrupt and their ideals of freedom. You stay out of the politics. You've probably had too much to drink. I'm gonna stay out of this one, especially when there's a CCO this close by. And I've already made myself a little bit stand out just a little bit too much, considering I didn't take that that membership card. I think maybe I'll just keep my mouth shut. End up talking and staying later than you thought you would, despite yourself. That's just me when I go to any party. Like, whenever I get invited to a party, I'm just like, man, I don't know if I really want to go. Maybe I'll just go for, like, I don't know, like, half an hour, and then I'll go home. And then I end up staying for, like, 3 or 4 hours. Because, like, the hardest part is just getting out of the house, and then once I'm out, I'm having a good time. It's that first step that always kills me. I miss parties, man. I'm not gonna have that issue the next time there's a party, because it's been, like, over a year at this point. Let's see. Sam isn't pleased when you keep them waiting outside for 20 minutes, but it wasn't an entirely terrible evening in the end. You'd still rather have been at home, though. Maybe you'll skip the next one. How are things at home? I'm excited for next week, though. There's 2 big things going on next week. I'm assuming that Amazon doesn't screw me. I'm actually going to be able to do the Punch-Out drinking game affiliate celebration stream, and then the day after that, I'll have the new Mario to play, or well, the remade Mario, 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Right then. Everything turned on.
Keep your eyes on the gauge at the front, and keep your ears open in case you hear the valves sizzling. Don't let the trip switch blow, or you'll have to wait before the power can be restarted, which can have a negative effect on the quality of the news. The jury's still out on you, Alex, so let's try and stay on
Hey, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down
Christ,
the sun, have
more
you?
shit to keep track of. Wonderful.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is.
You know what? I'm gonna put it in the last one this time. Fuck it. Crazy
I don't know
Neil
what the
goes
fuck
in the
his name
second
is, do
slot
I?
this
He's
time.
supposed to keep us safe from
Apparently the
people
second
like
slot
the
is the
top.
most
Keep us
important
in
one. Crazy Neil, all the way.
With the willies.
Advance can
10
fuck
seconds,
itself.
everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago,
These
Prime
both
Minister
look
Julia
identical to
Salisbury
me.
issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
Ever since these illegal sanctions were imposed, we have gratefully relied upon trade and aid from our worldwide friends who, like us, refuse to recognize their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenseless. Thank you.
Match day. Reformed bad boy Johnny was seen out in public today for the first time since leaving rehab. The rehabilitated former sports star was photographed returning to public life, looking like a new man this morning as he shopped with friends. Ever since his crowd-pleasing appearance on the Whitney Chinmack show, the rumor mill has been wondering if a new relationship might be on the cards. Sources close to Johnny say a romance with ex-teammate Eric Justin would be no surprise and was common knowledge in the locker room. Though judging by the team's recent form, they may be the only ones scoring this season. In it to win it, exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Soldiering on, despite universal criticism and threats of legal action, the CEO of Remington's Fist insists she will be continuing the controversial Junior Employment Opportunities Scheme. Sophia Remington has courted controversy throughout her short career, but the continuation of the program, described by many as a child labor force,
it's literally just child labor.
Unsurprisingly, Sophia emerged from an emergency resolution meeting looking extremely troubled, telling reporters, "It all came as a real shock. I thought people hated children as much as I did." Leaders shipping out. The trapped scientists undertaking a bold escape from Dante's taint have revealed which of their two erstwhile leaders will spearhead their journey to freedom. While throughout their careers, it's been clear that Doctors Wong and Swarsborg and Horgansford have worked best together.
Well, obviously I'm going with the person with the funny
To
name.
be taking a back seat.
Ingrid
has always been the tempered coolant to David's flagellized metal. So it's no surprise that with the unexpected challenges the team have faced,
They still haven't
they
explained
chose
what
her
a flart
methodical
is.
and effective approach to getting the team home safely. Critics, however, have speculated that her strategy may be delayed, as her name takes much longer to say. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who have seen these striking images. As their actions escalate, people across the country are asking themselves, who are Disrupt? And what exactly do they want? Other than a new box of matches, of course. All this...
Very funny,
I'll be
Jeremy.
talking to some people with
You're a real
fascinating
comedian.
medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Again with this shit. I think I just have to do this like every single... Oh, wait. Hello, turn on. Huh. Ah. Fuck.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country to see how the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns of the University of Princeton. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful.
Oh, Jesus!
My eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
More
yes,
interference. I want to know what's going on up there, though. That's what I want to know.
Nothing to worry about, and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Huh.
Well, we take data from weather stations
Yeah,
from all over
he's having a real argument up there. I can't wait to go back and because you can go back and like rewatch this stuff and see like what other people were saying and talking about on the other screens. And
sounds very fancy.
yeah, I want to go back and I want to see what he's so upset about.
None of this would be possible
I think he's just upset that he didn't get to go somewhere tropical. I mean, I would be too.
And may I just say, complimentary personal anecdote. Oh, here we go. And, as expected, everything is absolutely...
Ah, yes, my two
Hang on.
favorite...
This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think.
Yeah? We need to evolve gills within 40 years. Here it just says, shit.
Look at you. This is meant to be a celebration. Can't go around looking like that. There you go. Much better. Can I just say thank you for providing all of this?
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is running
out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest. Abandon hope and return to the
forest. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the planet.
The sea will reclaim us all.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you. Here with science.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, let's over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's Team Membership Lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe, a janitor at the local
poor bastard.
school,
He's
and
sweating.
Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you were drawn at random
That
from
fan
those
just
who
turned
hold
itself off.
team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel?
Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
Wow, that sounds so convenient. But we're all dying to know, what have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julius Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in.
That's absolutely terrific.
Huh.
You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So you were both polishing turds?
No, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh.
No.
I don't polish turds. I write poetry.
Potato, potato. So Gary.
I love her.
Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe.
There's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership,
I hate them
was it in
both.
hopes
I hate
of
them
winning
both
the
so
lottery, or were
much.
there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No.
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Oh my god. Go, Gary, go!
It's coming. It's coming.
What?
It's inspiration, and it's delicious.
Oh, I hate her.
Right you are. Right you are. Today on the show, there's no news. Just a man who keeps multiple poos.
Yeah, this big one's my favourite. See how it's fibrous and really lovely texture.
Oh my god.
Won't
Wait,
you
wait.
encourage
How
other
did he
people
where did
to
he get
enter the
that?
workshop
Does he not
to
keep
win?
that at home? This isn't his home, right? We're not at his house. How did he get those so quickly? Does he just keep those on hand? Does he keep those in his car? Wait a minute. No, that's not okay.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which was recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this...
What a distinction.
It really is. I mean, it's something else. Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you. Tell that look at him, proud. Do you know what it's like, son? Being in the second smelliest town? I was living in the shadow of Arseminster. I smoke fast. Who's laughing now, eh?
Well, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
Oh god, not Remington's Fist.
Yeah, they gave us
The child laborers, you know.
jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Does this stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or completing the physical act of love.
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very impressed.
So, what's the sickness?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying
What do you
something
mean?
about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the few valves on the high street.
On the high street? Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a lot of inhibition.
Cough, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, this stinking old tramp?
Next recording is a period of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
Song of my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I should take my shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon.
Look at him go.
Oh, man.
And the ennui. All that's left now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
Dotty? Was that you, Dotty? Why are you
Oh,
made
poor
out of
poor
elbows?
Patrick. He always gets the short end of the stick.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels. Right, that's all here from Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
I'm glad he picked up the slack there. God bless him.
When we come back,
We should hire him. Get him out of the stink town.
who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Well, that was stupid, even for you.
I don't care. It's done. I am done. It's 200 fucking degrees in here, and I can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
What's he done?
My mic is still
Huh.
You can expect the government to request some censoring during the next section. Obviously, we can't force you to do it, but it would make me and the powers that be very happy if you just
Wait a minute.
That's what I'm talking
Oh, I didn't see this here. When did that get there?
Or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather will be more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something like keeping his mind off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this anymore, Jenny. I've had enough. That's it. This is just
10 seconds.
Oh, I didn't see the disrupt video.
Sorry for yourself for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the Territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, God.
Yes. Tell us, what ball
Actual
is
hell.
on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties.
What?
And it's disgusting.
Oh.
I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers
Poor
every
bastard.
question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
Do people tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
I forgot to swap cameras.
People with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come on, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolutely right.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsor.
Oh, God.
Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
It was a team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say. Wow, we may have to end that now, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun.
Steady on! This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin. A ginger tabby with a world-class pair of penalty paws. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go.
Not you.
Unhand him at once.
Enough! That's enough! Enough!
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? He's got a gun!
Alex, don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you. You in the broadcast centre. Both of you in the broadcast centre. You listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and cat football? We are on the brink of a siege the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots. Talking to these three.
I think my hiccups have stopped. I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go. Before I change my mind. Now, go. Before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Jenny,
We got all kinds of viewership now.
the doors.
Yes,
Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Good. Yes. Now. Good. Yes. You in the broadcast.
Holy shit,
centre.
he's done.
You in the broadcast centre. You listen to me. Alex, you pay attention.
That's me.
Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial, but today's going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right. There is a VHS tape.
I already
and
found
want
it.
you to Load it into one of your machines, and when I say so, and not before, you play it. And not before, you've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. About 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time.
All upstairs appreciate there may be lives at stake. They want you to know the official policy of this channel is that we do not negotiate with terrorists. Just think before you act.
One-sided, or banal. We're going to show the other side for a bit of fucking balance. Are the good old days. Balance. Alex, play the fucking tape. I don't want to hurt any of you.
We're playing it. I was gonna play it anyway. You didn't need to do that.
Alex, you're going to get me in trouble with that. Let's hope you made the right call.
Reset the system for the third segment. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
You've heard them talk about us on the news. We are Disrupt. We are the resistance.
Oh.
It's time you knew the truth.
Oh, let's watch it, I guess.
You know the elderly are not a burden. You know the rich were not all evil. And you know the team membership card is an ID card, no matter what they try to tell you.
Yep.
But why should you trust us? Another faceless organization. A shadowy figure with a distorted voice. You've seen it so many times in the movies. Well, this is not a movie.
Oh, there he is.
My name is Alan James. I used to try and shock people for a living, for entertainment. But now we live in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked. Perhaps we need to wake up. Advance are coming for our freedoms. They are coming for the fruits of our labors. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smiling throughout. They will turn our children against us if we voice our concerns.
How long?
We don't have to accept it.
Jeremy, please.
How long?
17
We can
seconds.
resist.
And the studio doors are all still locked?
Find us.
Yes.
Talk with us. Join us.
So what now?
It isn't hard.
I don't know.
We're everywhere.
This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had a speech, look. But this was unexpected. This was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy? So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off. It was supposed to be your day off.
Please, don't do any more stupid things today. Please, don't do any more stupid things today.
How long, Jenny? How long?
You're already live. You're already live.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Welcome back to the National Joining me, unexpectedly, I very much imagine will be my last broadcast, are two new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News, and is someone I consider, a friend. Well, and next to her is, what's your name?
Andy.
What's your name? Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official. He's a community
Officer.
cohesion official. Sorry.
It's community cohesion officer, CCO.
And how's that feel, Andy? Being rebranded?
It's good.
It's not about confrontation anymore. You know, the force had its fair share of problems. The team doesn't have as many.
But it still has some.
I couldn't say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
Couldn't or wouldn't? I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you? We'll come back to you later. Jenny? We'll come back to you later.
I don't want to be on the news, Jeremy. Don't want to be on the news, Jeremy.
That's perfectly understandable. We'd want to do this. Jenny, why did you join the National 90 News team?
I always wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this program? The National Nightly.
I don't even really want to talk over this.
It was the news everyone trusted.
Was?
It was the news everyone trusted. Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
There's a great big Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
What do you mean?
I saw your face when that hood came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger. No. I didn't know. No. The people I met were with... He wasn't there. I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know it
But
was
seriously.
Alan James.
I'm sorry. Alan. Seriously. Fucking James. You're flushing your life down the toilet for... God, I love you, Jeremy, but...
He's a good speaker. He's popular in the country.
That right?
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you. You are. You know it too. Meanwhile, I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. Patrick is paddling about in shit. And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, Paul. What a metaphor. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression. And the news
Nah,
isn't
that's
saying
not getting
anything.
censored. Sorry.
We're not saying anything.
Says who?
Not saying anything.
Fucking James.
What are all those scientists working on at Grentham Downs? What are they testing underground at Altergrave? Andy, your turn. Make yourself fucking useful. How many people have you brought in for consultations just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards?
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy? Let me demonstrate it for you. Let me help you. You eat these cards with my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing a fact?
Well, I don't understand.
Do you want my help, Andy?
Yes, whatever you say, yes.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it.
Security are here,
What?
Jeremy.
Eat it. Eat the fucking news, Andy, or I'll force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy, stop.
Go on.
Really?
Eat it. Eat it, you fucking bully.
Jeremy, stop.
Jeremy,
We will kill you. Please, don't make me watch that. Please, don't make me watch that.
Of course. You're right. Of course. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. You can put the card down now, Andy. You can go now. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. We're nearly done. All cameras on me. This new regime of ours is so seductive. I understand that. But before we all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again, if you care. Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of whose shit is this? There's a cat backstage dressed as a fucking goalie, for Christ's sake. He's even got the little gloves. Anyway, That's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast from the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him. But I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's also fucking pointless. I was going to quit tonight. Take a holiday. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Maybe try having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Never tried. I loved the news. And now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
I've tried my best to be honest with you, but this just isn't the news anymore. And I'm sorry. I've lost the spite.
Alex, think of the consequences.
I've let you down.
Please, we can't show this. Cut to the ads. Please, we can't show this.
My name's Jamie Donaldson.
Do it now!
If you can.
Do it now!
Somehow. And I envy you if you can. I envy you. Have a peaceful night.
Jeremy!
Yeah, I was not gonna cut that. Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. I was not gonna do that to that man. The last man who actually gave a fucking shit. So yeah, I love how we transitioned from that to fucking Crazy Neil. This is kind of a fucked up thing to say, but this is gonna be really good for my stocks because our viewership is at a record high right now, so everyone's gonna see the Crazy Neil ad. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. A small bonus. I got a small bonus? Current wealth technically not negative. Oh, damn. So, okay. Now we can go to broadcasts. We can go to the heat wave. Load the
in
tape.
less than a minute, we'll be going live.
Wait, no, that's not. I don't think that's what we want. We want rushes? We want rushes, right. So heat wave reports, I believe, is what we want. So now we can see what he was like ranting about while we were like focused on another camera.
All this, and I'll be talking to some people with...
All right, we just gotta... Oh, whoop. Hold on.
It's national nightly news.
All right, let's see.
And after that, I'll be asking my own thumb what it thinks about the global financial situation, as well as what 3 members of the general public think about how a nuclear reactor might work.
Could you be a little more dismissive in your delivery? I think there's a viewer out there somewhere who missed it.
Viewers? We still have some of those, do we? Perhaps they're hoping to run into a fact.
Jeremy, get it together. Don't give Bozeman any more ammunition.
Yes.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents...
Did you see that? She said sex on the beach, and she's like, oh, you're not really my type.
People in this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what this scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking.
Are you fucking kidding me? She's on a beach with a fucking cocktail with what looks suspiciously like actual news.
Would you rather she was here with you? Because that's been going so well recently.
No, I don't want that either. What I want is, well, never mind. Right now, I'd happily settle for a desk fan.
Bozeman will never approve it.
Do you know they have dinner together?
Who?
Bozeman and Megan, and Bozeman's wife, who is lovely, apparently. Who would have thought it? Bozeman managed to persuade some poor, hapless victim to shackle
He
themselves.
pushed the one man who actually gave a shit
And I have met Bozeman's wife, and she is lovely, actually.
to this fucking breaking point. I feel so bad for him.
I don't even know she exists.
Because in the 8 years
There's
I've worked
never
with
going to
her,
be a
I've never
proper
seen her
replacement
attend
for
a
Jeremy.
single workplace social event.
I hate them. They're agonising.
How much you want to bet they replace him
The
with some
horror of spending
fucking
an evening
advanced
with your
puppet
colleagues.
head?
I'd rather spend an evening with that fucking rapper.
Figurehead, whatever, talk, I
When
don't,
you used to be fun.
whatever the fucking
Yes,
term
it
is.
was like the last time we did the actual news, wasn't it? Before your lot turned it into this shit.
I'm sorry. My lot.
Well, it's not my fault, is it? Why are you even here today? I mean, it's supposed to be your day off.
I am not talking to you.
Oh, this poor, poor man. A little bit of makeup, yeah. Right.
In Scritchford with Gary Failsafe.
All right.
Has anyone seen Jenny? Jenny! Jenny! Can I get a refill, please? I know you can hear me. Don't you walk away from me. Jenny!
I really can't help but feel bad for the poor guy. I think that's it. I don't think he does anything else for this section.
That's not your job, but can I get a refill, please? Look, I know it's not your job, and I don't want to come over entitled like a certain co-host of mine, but my throat is dry, and I have to be sat here until the inevitable clusterfuck of an interview that is this, Gary the Shit Collector, comes to an end. So if you wouldn't mind, please. Well, go on then. Thank you.
Yeah, that absolutely blows. I wonder what the consequences of me playing that advance thing is gonna be, or not the advance, the disrupt thing, and completely skipping the advance commercial
Lucky
that's
pair
supposed to
they
be,
are. And
you know, required.
poor bastard.
My God, have you finally found someone in a worse situation than you?
I'm picking up that she might be somewhat annoyed with me.
For your information, Jeremy, me and my lot aren't the reason there's no real news left. I put plenty of ideas forward, but they always get squashed up the chain.
Fucking Bozeman.
No, not Bozeman, further up.
Oh, tell me more.
I shouldn't have even said that.
Ooh, yeah. That sounds about right.
Well, Patrick, who's not looking presentable now, eh? Fucking arsehole. He hasn't even got a fucking tile.
God, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're done here. All right, let's continue on and see the far-reaching consequences of our actions. A tape to remember. You wake up still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night, what you had to edit on the news last night. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room waiting for you. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were so worried about you last night after Jeremy with the gun. It was awful on national television. How could he do that? After a horrible pause, Sam finally asks, "Are you okay, honey?" I can't believe he's gone. So you chose to play that tape. I couldn't help but wonder why. It seemed like the right thing to do. What? That's not good enough. Disrupt are bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seems to come out of nowhere and no one in the room is prepared for it. Do you even think about how this stuff affects people? You're a fucking idiot. Sam tries to interject Charlie, but he's already slammed the door. Charlie was always a bit black and white about this sort of thing. For what it's worth, Alex, I think you were in an impossible situation, and somehow you managed to make the right call. Sam throws their arms around you. Only you were stuck in that studio having to make that choice. No one can criticize what you did, and I'm proud of you. You take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's all a lot to take in. You're not sure you've fully processed what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. You look to your daughter. I know this is an incredibly difficult thing, and we don't always agree, but I do think you made the right choice. You had to play it. There was just no other option. It's nice you've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old Western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hoped. You're never going to please everyone. It's a miracle I'm not fired. It's nice you've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old Western show, but it's... Huh? A little bit of deja vu there. As you enter the kitchen, you see Sam and Susie enthusiastically discussing something. Your daughter's still in her scrubs, having clearly come straight from work. I got the posting I was hoping for, she gushes. I'll be doing my placement in the new transition center, really helping people like Grandma. I want to be happy for her, but I can't. I want to help people that are suffering. I don't want anyone else to have to go through what Grandma did or what we did. Sam and Susie share knowing but pain smile. Hardly surprising you don't get that, though. Well, it's been a full year now. Loading screens can be skipped by inventing a time machine. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very useful tip. The 20-week war?
Alex, Bozeman, your boss. We're expecting deplorables from Disrupt to hack the signal tonight. Perhaps you could leave your personal beliefs at home and try not to let them ruin the broadcast. Even if you don't care for the government, I assume you understand you have a vested interest in us staying on the air. Stay out of the orange.
Julia's team have asked me to ask you to keep it light.
Well, what does that mean?
It means to do that thing you do where you turn politicians into humans. Just don't get drawn into talking about the war or politics in general, really.
They do know this is
Whatever,
the news,
you go
don't
last. Crazy Neil goes second. During New Fragrance,
Apparently, there's a crew at Team HQ right now.
who said hardship has to be boring. Live a little with Sophia.
Oh, great. So they get the
Sophia
brains and you get the
Remington's
performing
swag
monkey.
box.
Sometimes you sound just like him, you know.
How are you?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I miss him too, you know.
10 seconds, everybody.
This is all interesting. This is new.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
It's time to join Megan and the team.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines tonight. Company of Heroes.
Day of War. Yeah.
Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come.
Sadly, however, more casualties were reported today, and as the weeks and months of this war make ever more demands on our armed services, those numbers will tragically only
Fuck
continue
Advance.
to rise.
Fuck 'em.
Don't starve. Advance's food program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened
Actually, I
in the
haven't played
last
it much at
remaining
all.
unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity. However, with a reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served.
Yeah.
7 days to die.
Or maybe we could have
The
just,
recent
not
decision to
had
allow
a
those with
fucking
long-term
war.
health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. With dwindling medical supplies leaving many of our most vulnerable facing chronic pain, it can come as no surprise that the transition centres have found themselves stretched to capacity. Populace. More than 11% of the
that's
population
gross.
have thus far failed to register for a teen membership card. A worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. While applications are still open for those who like to run fashionably late, they can expect a few tricky questions from Advance. Street Fighting Man. Spokesman Alan James today
So yeah,
announced that
they're
Disrupt were
legal.
responsible for
They're
the two
legally
explosions
required
which
now.
rocked the
Great,
capital's
cool.
warehouse district last night.
Yeah, they were optional for so long.
Condemned the attack on what she described as vital medical supplies as pointless and barbaric. Mr. James commented, "Disrupt are strong and our numbers are growing. Advance fear us, and they should, because we're holding the line for freedom." And finally, absent friends. Sad news today as the grave of former National Nightly News host Jeremy Donaldson is vandalised by radical Disrupt activists. The much-loved broadcaster suffered a very tragic public breakdown 10 weeks ago in an incident which ultimately cost him his life. Disrupt spokesman Alan James, whose organisation last week named Mr. Donaldson as the cause's first martyr, described the graffiti as a fitting tribute to a hero of the resistance. But first this evening,
Damn
with the war
right.
about to enter
Damn
its
fucking right.
21st punishing week, and people hurting up and down the country, I'll be grilling unpredictable Prime Minister Peter Clement in an exclusive interview from his home in Lancashire. That's coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Well, they got a new intro. I mean, it makes sense given that the whole fucking country is in a state of war, both, internal and external. See, here's the thing. Advance, starts out with, this message that I think a lot of people could get behind, There's people with way too much wealth, and we need to redistribute that a little bit. And then they take it way too fucking far and turn into a dictatorship.
Keep you coming back for more. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's speaking to us from his home in Lancashire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Have we started? Yes, that's right, Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments. I mean, nothing drastic. I haven't joined the gym or anything. As my old man used to say, just because she won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try for a quick fiddle up the car park.
Language, Prime Minister.
Jesus Christ.
Prime Minister.
What? Quick fiddle? What's wrong? Oh,
He's...
It's shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us what brought about this new year?
Well, Mrs. C and I were watching, the night the blockade.
Oh, I see.
When Jeremy Donaldson. Well, and it was blistering hot, as I'm sure you all remember. And I were a bit wheezy.
So that's, that orange is the disrupt signal.
And Mrs. C turns to me after the signal dropped away. And she was in flood of tears. And she says, Peter, she says, I couldn't go on without it. So I made a decision. And since that day, I have stopped smoking cigars. Except for Christmas.
Except for Christmas?
My birthday. Weddings. State dinners. I smell it. I got this useless running backwards, doesn't go anywhere.
Huh?
Apparently, I'm going on a walking holiday this Christmas, and that should finish
I
me
thought I
off
was
for
fine.
bloody
I
good.
guess not.
Did you make the decision to holiday within the country this winter because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, Mrs. C has never liked travelling at the best of times. These are certainly not the best of times. On that we can all agree. And there's a lot of red tape involved in leaving the territories, as I'm sure you're all aware. Form is a bastard long. What? All in it together. All in it together. Also, it
Careful now.
doesn't seem very advanced to be going abroad when the rest of the country is grounded.
And yet,
All right.
Julia Salisbury announced today that she'll be visiting
Skip to that one.
Sunland
Maybe I'll get the next one. We'll see.
Is that really an example of team spirit? Is that really an example of team
What?
spirit?
Did you know about this, Gail? Did you know?
No one tells me anything, Peter. You should know that.
Why don't you know?
Well, leaving that for a moment, it says on this card that a body like yours must take some planning to achieve. What's your morning
military
routine?
lab at Grantham Downs.
Well, I
You never know exactly what was being done.
morning routine.
Jeremy Donaldson
Rigid, for
made us
fuck's sake!
and this is just one of the reasons.
Well, I don't need to worry about censoring because
Is that on?
I only met
Prime
him a few
Minister,
times
speaking
in
of
a
planning,
professional
with the
context.
blockade in its 20th week and the
usually
people of this
he
country
exposed me
reeling
for the
from its effects,
grandstanding
what plans do
fool
you
I
have
was
to get us
back
out of
then.
this mess?
For some reason,
Well, that's
I always
a
enjoyed it.
very blunt
I liked
question,
him.
Miss
Surely one for which
I like
you,
his
the
wit.
democratically elected Prime Minister,
jagged
must
edges
have an answer.
Don't you get smart
Most of
with
all,
me,
I
Pat.
liked his total
I was a
dedication to
fucking
truth.
national treasure before you were a
He died
twinkle
for
in the
truth.
milkman.
died as an individual for freedom.
shut up, you fucking
And by
Peter
adorning
Clement,
his
you
resting
drunk
place
piece of shit.
With our colours and our emblem, we will help to keep both him and his spirit of relentlessness alive. Rest well, Jeremy. You will not be forgotten.
You know what? You get more like him every day.
Oop. Hang on. We're fine. It's all good.
I will take that as a compliment. I will take that. Prime Minister, later on this evening, your co-leader Julia Salisbury is going to give a national address from team headquarters.
We'll let that one slip through. I don't think I can afford to do any more than that.
Yes. Well, I imagine that
Sorry,
there will be
sorry, you imagine?
usual.
Sorry, sorry, you imagine?
No, what I mean is,
You do know about this broadcast, don't you, Prime Minister?
I'm sure I did. But Julia and I have no secrets from each other. We don't memorize each other's bloody diaries either. As my old man used to say, if you wanted to get a job done quick, don't get bogged down in the pubes. What else you got?
Sorry?
Only cards. What else? A little piece of my life do you want to rustle through? Get out. Refill my life. Get out.
Oh, he is hammered.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, this makes up for me not being able to do the drinking game tonight.
What music do you listen to when you work out?
Well, Gail tells me that I work out to Little C, but I have absolutely no fucking idea who that is. Do you think the C stands for?
It stands for collaborative, Prime Minister. It stands for collaborative, Prime Minister. How's rationing affecting you?
It's hard, but we get by. You just have to learn to get by on the basics. Take comfort in each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sure had a lot of alcohol there. That
for nothing.
Do you now?
So for a decent night's sleep. Of course.
Prime Minister.
Oh man, he's feeling it hard.
It's time for the culture spot with Lil C.
As he
and the world
fucking
premiere
should.
Performance of her new song. I genuinely can't wait to hear that. We'll be back after this. We'll be back.
1 minute back, everybody. That is what happens when you wander from the car.
I don't think he knew about her.
When my husband became CEO
And you mentioned
of
Roseman's face turned a colour
what
that I
the
think you
advantages
call
would be for me.
embolism on my
Well,
travel.
now I'm
Roseman,
aboard the SS
you're like the daughter of another heart. I suppose you're higher up's not higher in there.
Who's Lil C? Who's Lil C?
She's having a grand old time over there.
What? I'm civilized. I read books.
At the cheapest hangover, cause you can buckle like the
A+ on that one, really. Surprised.
I've no doubt have spotted the updated mixing desk. You'll need the new buttons during the next sections. First, we'll need applause when the guest enters and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
Cool. Thanks, Bozeman. I can push this button. What's it for? I can push the button, but I don't know what it's for. Excuse me?
I've never heard of her before.
Incredible.
Kids go mad for the ongoing military blockade. Some destinations.
I love that they use chlamydia as a selling point.
What? 5, 4, 3. Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's Children's Men, before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut album
I see.
smashing the chart records at
So I don't need to worry
the age
about
of
timing it. That's
20.
good.
Let's give it up and welcome Lil C. May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
What's the regime?
My manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water, then having the leaves sucked out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is that healthy?
Huh?
Well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly
Ah.
are.
Hmm.
Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh. So your
Never meet your
first
heroes,
album,
Megan.
F My Face Together, it hit shelves this summer and it just exploded. I mean, what's that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and the magazines. Overnight, I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Wow, that must have been bizarre.
Not really. It was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Jean Short. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to
what?
prove that he's wrong. But there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
So, this...
I can't wait to use this to influence people's opinion of the government. Because that's what this is gonna be for. Like I get to, like Advance is gonna come out and I get to hit the boo button. It's gonna be great.
Best to make the most of it before I'm 30.
Is that right? So what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again.
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh, yikes.
He'd be happy with you telling us all this.
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dancing and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together and it's out tomorrow.
So soon, after the last one.
Oh yeah, I've actually released 2 albums since lunchtime.
As much as I'd like to swap the broadcast, that's not gonna happen this time. I can afford maybe 1 per segment.
And it's going to be in all the best high street and retailer shops. And it's out now. So girlies, you know what to do. Scream and cry until somebody gets it for you.
There she goes. Blimey. All these projects, they're keeping you very busy, aren't they? It must be tough.
Yeah, it can get tough and I hate it sometimes and I hate myself. I just want to like cry into a bath of root veg. But then I think thousands of girls would do anything to be me, so I must be quite lucky.
You know you don't have to do this, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do think that sometimes. Most nights between like my 4th vodka and the 8th time a stranger slaps me around the arse. I think things could have been different. You know, like better. But I don't know. I love doing autographs and having somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
Did you always want to
Huh.
do music?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I'd sit in front of the radio, and as soon as my favourite girl group would come on, I'd press record on my cassette, but then my dad would come in and tell me to turn it off and to go back upstairs and start practicing again.
Sorry, is your dad a manager?
Huh.
Yeah, which can be tough, and sometimes when it gets really hard, he'll say, "Make Craggler proud and you might just survive childbirth."
Well,
Ugh.
you'll make me proud.
Now I just feel bad for this poor girl.
And on that problematic note, you're going to be singing your song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it.
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got sent the lyrics in the car on the way up here. You know what? It's actually alright. And don't worry, all my work is team approved.
All right then. Well, you can go and get ready for that. We'll see you in a little bit. It was a very specific type of pleasure to chat to her, and I can't wait to hear this. Oh, so here's Lil C with an exclusive first performance of her new track, These Babies Gonna Bring You Home. Take it away.
It's the force's favorite. The queen of teams. Here to break in your blockades. Lil C.
Oh baby, can't you see I'm hungry? There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat you're packing, only you can fill the crack in me. I'm under siege, so come and free me.
Excuse me? Very Britney Spears.
Just want the team and me, no dirty foreign member.
Oh no.
There's holes in me that ain't been filled yet. I only scream this loud when you do your country proud. I ain't no vicar's daughter, come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and hold me like an enemy soldier.
No, 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 no.
An enemy soldier.
Oh, Christ.
So let them try and break our dream.
This is literal fucking propaganda.
I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions. I've been this wild and free since my mom burdened me. She was only 53, but gave to save her family. There's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone, these babies gonna bring you home. I ain't no vicar's daughter, come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and hold me like an enemy soldier. An
Hate this.
enemy soldier.
Really, truly hate this.
So what if Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy and flip me over, grab my hair, rip off my clothes and dump them there? I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions.
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the world outside, I don't know what will. I'd like to thank Lil C.
That was truly
doing that.
absolutely
Don't go
abysmal.
anywhere.
Holy
We'll
shit.
finally be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you're going to love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
I like to call myself the propaganda machine right now, but no. Oh, fuck me, no. I'm the anti-propaganda machine at this point.
Thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know. Yeah. To be able to promote myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Well, don't worry about it. And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours.
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain... You know what it's like.
Oh, right. And
Oh, she's diabolical.
What about the Bob Jean short?
Oh, my dad. He's such a sweetheart. We both had the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together. And Michael, I want you to
Oh my God.
clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm going to stop needing it.
Holy shit! That's diabolical! God damn!
Well, the fact is, Jen, there weren't enough flowers in my dressing room.
They were exactly 12, as it said in your letter.
Do I look like the sort of
Holy
person
shit.
who counts things?
She, like,
No,
that's diabolical,
no,
but she is
not
fucking
anymore.
brilliant.
Better than that.
Like, farming her image like that?
Just keep
Holy
adding flowers
shit.
until it's
I gotta give her props. I gotta be a little bit impressed by that. God damn. She had me feeling for her. I fucking fell for it. God damn.
5, 4,
3.
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been teasing you about our new feature all night, and now the wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show, we'll be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board. It stars some top talent, and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director, and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys.
Actually, I've dropped you.
It's Jeff Algebra.
I go by Jeff DePoon now. How'd you like that?
Yeah, very fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artiste.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
It's shit.
And how does Angela feel about all this? And how does Angela feel about all this? Your wife. Your wife.
God, no. No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Norm
Huh.
de Plume.
Yeah.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
And why did you write this? What was your inspiration?
Oh, well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom. And I heard my father's voice.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Jeff, you listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you can get out of this. Every penny you can get out of this. So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started
Oh, God.
And without further ado,
Wheeled him down to the fucking what now?
the notice board. Give it up.
Surely you're not this stupid, Alex. That's much better. Keep going like that and you'll do fine.
Good morning, Miss Craven. Morning.
Oh,
Miss Craven.
morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalised my shop again.
No!
Yes! They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar. At closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock. See? Works like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And
I don't know what I'm doing here right now.
you can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow. Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh, I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh.
So it's just
you're right.
choosing
Oh,
answers,
so
I
you're
guess.
right. Here it is.
It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She says she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers? What's up, losers?
Is that supposed to be? That's supposed to look like Alan James, isn't it?
It's Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
What?
Around
Radoons?
here. No. Ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
Laugh.
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What? Did you say tutoring?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maths is very important.
Not at all. Not at all.
I remember that. I remember maths is very important.
So you, a young person,
Funny that algebra's still sticking with that.
helping others and not just
He can't separate himself from his math teacher roots.
Hey.
Everything he writes must say that maths is very important.
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are, and not on your actions.
No doy.
Laugh.
So it wasn't you who vandalized my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Could you speak up there? I thought for a minute there that you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that?
Applaud calling the old woman a sow.
Surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray. Oh, what the heck? Give us a hug.
I would like to look to the... What was that? Did we just get fucking bombed? Oh shit.
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we're picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be... Oh God.
Yep.
What appear to be nuclear explosions in 4 major cities.
Oh.
Initial estimates put the death toll into the millions. I'm being told we're experiencing power fluctuations as a result, so apologies for any interruption to this broadcast for you at home. And apparently we can head over to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury any moment now. Yep, yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent.
What do you mean working for Advance?
We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them if our conditions are not met in full and
What?
without delay. The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade.
Fuck you!
You are to remove it immediately.
Fuck you!
We will accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken under our control.
Can we get this confirmed?
Replacement governments to ensure
Can we get this
that your
verified?
cities become part
I
of
need
the
this
new
verified.
order. Your borders are now our borders. Your people
I don't know if you
are
can hear
our.
me.
Your
I don't know
people
if you are receiving this, but if you are, then you have to know.
and educated
You have to know
and
what's being done. What's being done right now to our neighbours. This is unprecedented. Our government has committed multiple acts of mass destruction in our name.
If you fire a single shot at our territory,
Nor do I care
or harm a
how you
single
voted.
one
You
of
didn't
our
vote for
citizens,
this. None of us
we
did.
will not hesitate to detonate
They-
further devices.
We... This can't be.
You will not find them.
We are waiting
Then no doubt
further
you are already
news
searching
and...
for them.
Oh, God.
Our technology is decades
If they respond.
ahead of you. We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think of what
I'm trying to
Jeremy
think
would
of
say if he were here now. What Jeremy would say if he were here now. He was always sceptical of advance. He was always sceptical of advance. Then I suppose he was always sceptical about everything. That's part of what made him so frustrating to work with. And so brilliant. I'm not going to lie, Jeremy, I really wish you were here now. You'd know what to say. You'd know how to bring everyone together. And I don't think you'd be angry. I think you'd see that anger was the engine that brought us here. I think you'd want us to stop, to look around us at the people and things we're so very lucky to have, and to realise what a privilege it is just to be alive. I think you'd want us to spare a thought for those with loved ones who are abroad tonight. And I think you'd be worried about retaliation, but you wouldn't show it. You'd remind us that this country and its people endure. You'd remind us that despite the way you hated how it sounds, we are a team. And I think you'd ask us to go to our loved ones and be with them tonight. But I don't have the words that you had, Jeremy. None of us do. My name's Megan Wolfe. Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
So,
Jesus Christ.
He'd have loved it.
yeah, you would have done, you old bastard.
Shit, is that the end of episode 2? God damn. Shit, man. So that's the end of episode 2. There's an intermediary episode in there somewhere that we didn't do. The telethon. Yeah, it's the game is still in early access, so they've only recently released episode 2. Yeah, the telethon. We never actually got to the telethon. Yeah, see the chimpanzee. I've seen it. I never got to It didn't pop up, strangely enough. So maybe that's like in the extras somewhere. Maybe I made like a story choice that like dodged it. I don't know. I have seen it though. I've seen like I saw Weast play it because I think that's how I found out about it. Well, it's not how I found out about this game. It was on my list for a while, but seeing Weast play it was what got me to finally pull the trigger and play it for myself. The telethon was like chaotic though. It's definitely a side story. It is it has pretty much nothing to do with the main story here, but holy shit, what a cliffhanger to end on. Detonating nukes. I want to go back. I want to, number one, I want to watch the advance ads that we skipped over because I'm sure you noticed I swapped out that advance ad at the very end there because fuck them. Abso-fucking-lutely not.
This is Alan James. The revolution starts tonight, Alex. And we need your help.
We're so proud to be here today on this, the 500-day anniversary of the...
It's time to choose. Alex, whose side are you on?
Oh, shit.
Doesn't your family deserve a good, nutritious meal in these difficult times?
Why was that voiceover paired with that?
But before we go, one final thought.
Damn. Shit.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm Andy.
And I'm Den. Jay, we said Zoom backgrounds.
Oh, sorry, boys. We're the developers of Not for Broadcast, and we want to thank you so much for supporting our little game so far.
We're now 2/3 of the way through the story.
But as we film this in January 2021, the UK is back in lockdown.
We don't know when we'll next be able to film with a full cast and crew.
So once again, we have to ask you to please be patient with us.
And if you want to talk to us in the meantime,
come chat with us on Discord at discord.gg/notforbroadcast.
We stream on Twitch every first and third Thursday of the month at twitch.tv/NotGamesUK. We always check the Steam forums for any suggestions or problems you may have.
And we read every Steam review, even the horrible ones, because your opinion matters to us.
So all that remains to say is thank you so much for playing our weird little game.
And
see you in episode 3. Probably, if I have come up with a kill by then, I will let you know. Last time.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
Yes. All A pluses, baby. Hell yeah. A generous bonus. We can afford coffee!
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
So, let me go to the archive here. Like, why is the telethon not here? Telethon's kind of like missing. Did I miss it somehow? Alright, so the adverts, hang on. Let me see. Let me find, Mr. Snuggleheads, Go-Getters, Advanced Rationing.
Here at Advance, we know you're worried about the future. This territory is changing fast, and that makes other countries uncomfortable. But that won't stop us. And we intend to make sure that in these challenging times, every citizen gets their fair share of the abundant, nutritious food we grow right here in the territory. Your entitlements book will be coming to you by post in the next few days, and it will let you claim enough food for the week every week at one of our many new distribution centres. Everyone will get their fair share, and no one will be left behind. So you can carry on coming together to enjoy life and make wonderful memories. because we've shown our international friends what's possible when we all pool our resources and come together in a sense of team spirit. So don't worry about what the rest of the world thinks. Save your concern for those around you, your family, friends, and neighbours.
Interesting.
And have confidence that the team will keep you safe from all the rest.
Oh, really?
Advance. Let's keep on setting a shining example together.
Where was that war one that we skipped over? It was like advance war announcement or something like that. I don't see that here. Festival loot box, siege survival box. Is it this one? Might be this one. Hang on. No, that's Remington's Fist. We played that one. I think it's this one. Stay alert, probably.
The enemy is all around us. A frightened world that looks at what we have achieved and dares not let it succeed. They have tried to starve us, but as a team, we have grown food enough for all. They have tried to hurt us, to cut off our medicines, but as a team, we have offered radical, compassionate solutions. And they have tried to scare us. To
Transition centers,
leave us in the
where
dark.
you euthanize people, essentially.
We have lit a
Very
fire
cool.
so bright that they will never quench it. We are at war with a brutal foreign enemy, against leaders who do not even treat their own people with the dignity and love that we have come to expect as standard. And if these leaders can sit idly by while their own people starve, well, whatever would they do to us should we lose? That is why it is vital that we pull together, that we encourage and educate our family, friends, and neighbors so that they too embrace this new future. Because a team can only succeed when it pulls in the same direction. And while we certainly wouldn't call dissenting voices treasonous, we would
Oh, really? Would you not?
at those who can't find it within themselves to show even a little team spirit.
Really now?
Advance. Together, we cannot lose this war. So join the winning team.
Yeah. Sure. Right, the rushes, because I kind of, let's see. Notice board, right? Yeah. Hang on. Actually, I don't know if it'll let me see the hacked broadcasts that I didn't get to see last time. But, I did kind of like...
fact is...
There was I definitely like sort of played over most of the war announcement, so I want to go back and I want to hear the rest of that because I missed a good chunk of that. All right, let's get through this random bullshit here. And we're almost at the point where the nukes hit, right? Did those detonate on our own soil? I think they did, right? Oh. Oh, is it not here? Oh, it's not here. Huh. I see. All right then. Challenge room? Challenges maybe? No, it's not there. Free play mode maybe. Where's the telethon? I don't see it here. Is that... Oh, wait, maybe it's an extras? Oh, play the telethon. Perfect. All right, so we have one last bit of content here that I can still get through. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the telethon. Telethon is very interesting. It is a complete side story, but from what I remember, it was very, very funny. Day 56, okay.
Alex Winston, it's Bozeman here, your boss. that you've replaced Dave in the control room, and your performance so far has been mostly adequate. However, I'll need to observe myself to check you're up to snuff, and to that end you'll now be mixing an old recorded broadcast to ensure you can do the job to my satisfaction. Don't worry, other than the odd tear and jump in the footage due to age, it shouldn't require you to deal with anything new, though do keep an eye on the censor. They had stricter sensibilities in those days. Don't forget to load the adverts. Bozeman out.
Jazz. All right, the power. Bep, 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 bep. So, some jazz, lion cigarettes. Whiteies?
This is an absolute nightmare.
Cameras are set.
Huh.
Who's going to tell Graham?
I don't know.
Can we even continue?
Well, you'll have to think of something. We'll go live in 10 seconds.
All right. I'll keep looking for someone. I guess we'll just have to wing it until then.
Can you count us in?
Oh, sure. Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from the capital, it's the St Fanny's Hospital's TV fundraiser for dying children. And please welcome your host. It's the Dreamboat, Graham Bannon.
Hello, it only is. Hello, it's Mr. Bannon. Got one of them. Got one of them. Good night. If you won't be my lady, then at least have my babies. No, don't give me a maybe, no. I know what women are like. Do you know what? I'm sorry, I know I'm supposed to be... Sorry, stop the music. I mean, yeah, I know I'm supposed to be starting the show, but I can't help but notice... I mean, where's the audience?
Sorry?
I mean, who are you? I mean, this is an absolute nightmare. Is it really? Oh, we are live. Isn't it really? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first annual St Fanny's Hospital's TV fundraiser for dying children. I'm your host, Graham Bannon, and it is an absolute pleasure to be here. We are here tonight, as we may be aware, for one very important cause, and that is, of course, little Sally Button. Little Sally Button has a life-threatening condition, and she will die tonight. And as we can raise enough funds to cure her of her studio hyper, I should learn that. Studio hypo, poo. I don't know how to say that word, but what I do know is it's a long word and a bad disease. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to raise 20 grand tonight. We can't do it without your help.
So yeah, this is a telethon. You know, they're doing a big show to like raise money and get donations in for for little Sally.
Now. But let's beat feet and head over to the blowers, the phones, not the girls.
What a comedian. I think this has got to be like the same Bannon from. He's a newscaster now, right?
Classy chassis, if you don't mind me saying so. All right. So girls, would one of you kitty cats please let the viewers at home know exactly why you're here this evening?
Yes, us kitty cats will be taking calls from across the country to raise money for this little girl. If you would like to donate, no matter how large or small, please ring now.
I'll tell you, I'll be giving you a ring later. An engagement ring if you play your cards right. Now that was a zinger. If I do a zinger, play the sound. Yeah, that's it. I'll take a view later. It's time to have a look at how much money we're starting off with tonight. Using state-of-the-art technology that we can track up to the second exactly how much money has been raised from your donations. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at how much we're starting off with tonight.
Wow. Incredible.
Okay, looks like we're not starting off with any money tonight. It's a bit strange. I'm surprised they didn't put something in, just to show, really, but perhaps it's a little unclear of how you donate still. How about I cut the gas and show you what's what, Daddy-O's? Give me the thing. Okay, so I'll pretend to be you at home. This is role play. You really can do this in real life from your sofa or couch.
Oh, role play, my favorite.
It's ringing, so it's ringing. Hello, who am I speaking to, please?
Hello, you're speaking to Barbara at the phone desk.
Hello, Barbara at the phone desk. You have a beautiful voice. Hello, Barbara at the phone desk. You have a beautiful voice. Okay. I'd like to donate a tenner, please. Okay.
I'm finding it hard to hear you. Your phone doesn't actually work. You're going to have to be louder.
I'd like to donate a tenner, please.
Thank you, sir. What a generous donation. May I ask who's calling?
You gotta be careful not to
you know who's calling, don't you? It's Graham Bannon.
play the broken
Don't say that.
bits.
People would know how to say my name. Don't say that. People would know how to say my name. There we go. And so if I'm correct, there should be 10 on it now. Look at that. Technology at its finest. 10 on it now. So only 19,990 remaining, which should be a Bannon breeze. That was a zinger. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a rundown of the
He's trying so hard.
lined up for you on this jam-packed lineup on this jam-packed evening. Who wrote that? Too many things packed in jam.
Not enough things
Starting
packed in
tonight,
jam.
We have the incredible Raj and Rishik. Following that, we have an amazing acrobat who will do jumps all over the stage and stuff. And then finally, we'll have the Lovely Legs contest to end Act 1, which I'm rather looking forward to myself, ladies.
Lovely
Then,
legs.
starting Act 2, we're going to have a magician.
I mean, back in these days, wasn't that like a wet T-shirt
Then we're gonna
contest?
Have, fire
like
breathing man
same
breathing fire.
sort of.
And then ending Act 2, we're going to have a
I don't know, vibe to
dive
it.
into a bucket of water. All right. Then going into Act 3, we're going to have the unicyclist act. Then following that, the strongest man in the world, the strong man. And then finally, the grand finale. Now, for the grand finale, we asked little Sally Button what she wanted more than anything else in the world. And she had a very simple reply. I'd like a dancing chimpanzee, please, Graham. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have managed to source a dancing chimpanzee for the finale of this show. How does that sound?
Where's my applause button?
Okay, so without further ado, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
want to
let's
applaud the
introduce
dancing
our
monkey.
first act of the evening. He's come all the way from India for this event. And let's just say he might have brought a little friend along with him. Ladies and gentlemen, please, welcome to the stage is the incredible Raj and Rishik. As I said, it is Raj and Rishik. To the stage. I mean, this is a nightmare. I mean, what is going on? I mean, this isn't working, is it? I mean, is there anyone around here who knows that you... Come here. What is going on? Do you know what I'm saying at all? Why is he here? You, come here. This is unbelievable.
Hello, Mr. Bannon.
Hello, yes, come here. Are you the producer, are you?
No, I'm nobody, me. I just help the fellas unload the cameras
Right,
from the van.
fantastic, great story. Do you know where the producer is?
That's the problem.
Get on with it, come on.
Well, it turns out, you know, the roads around the capital are shut down because...
Yeah.
Well, it turns out the producer, the director, most of the acts and also all of the audience are on the same bus heading in, and now they're stuck somewhere near Jamstable.
Are you seriously telling me there's no one else around here who can sort this mess out?
He's pretty good at organising.
No, well, no, obviously not. That's not going to work, is it? Look, you're the producer now. Well done, that's great, big promotion for you. Now, what you need to do is go away and find me a version of all the acts I've just promised the people at home.
That's not really my thing, Governor.
Well, do you know what? It is your thing now, Governor, right? Or a child drops down dead. So off you go do that, quick smart.
Right. You can count on me.
Okay,
This poor man.
You can count on me.
Okay, very good. Go away. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce the first act of the evening. He's come all the way from India. I've read that. Don't repeat the same stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not here, are they? No, they are here. Well, why didn't they come out the first? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Raj and Rishik.
Yay! There they are!
Hello everyone, my name is Raj and you might be Rishi. So here he is. What's your name? Rishik. And what do you do? I'm working in banking. That's interesting. No, it isn't. Okay, you have anything else to say? No. Thank you for your honesty.
Have you finished?
Am I finished? Yes, I'm finished.
Better than Jeff Dunham.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raj and Rishik, play the sound for applause. We don't have anyone here. Okay. Well, fantastic.
Low-hanging
So
fruit.
well done,
Easy
Raj.
job.
So I know a little birdie told me you travelled in all the way from India just for this event.
No, we cycled here. Rishik was cycling and I was sitting in the basket.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, now they laugh. Yeah, now they laugh. Great joke, great joke. Is he a good cyclist, is he, Rishik?
Why are you asking me? You can ask him.
I'll ask him, okay. Okay, Rishik, are you a good cyclist, mate?
Why are you talking to him? He's only puppet.
Don't set a joke up with that if you're not going to follow it through. That ruins it, doesn't it?
You farted. Graham farted.
I didn't fart. I didn't fart.
Fart is a swear word.
Stop doing that. Okay?
What do you mean fart is a
You
swear
should be
word?
disappointed. Get off the stage.
I mean, I guess he wasn't kidding. It's the 1950s. They were more sensitive
What a load of
back
crap.
then.
We've had two. I didn't fart.
Acrobat's not here.
Great.
But I've got an alternative.
Okay.
His name's James.
Sounds good.
He's not an acrobat.
Sounds good to me. Bring him on. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going to happen now, but please welcome to the stage. It's the incredible. It is James.
There he is. It's James.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
I was just walking past the theatre when that guy came up to me and said, "Hello, we've got the perfect job for you. All you have to do is stand on stage, we'll pay you." Something like that.
Tell you what, I'll level with you here, James. We were expecting an acrobatic act now.
Right. Damn.
Yes, damn indeed. Tell me, James, can you do acrobatics by any chance?
No, I can't. No, I haven't since school.
That'll be fine. You remember a lot from school. Ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, this acrobat James will now perform for you a series of double backflips.
There's no way I can do that.
Oh, well, do some cartwheels.
I'm not going to do any cartwheels.
But here's a job for you instead. Sweeping up the corpse of a dead girl. Start the music, please.
He has no idea what's happening.
Come on.
You can do it. Look at him. He did his best.
Absolutely marvellous. Sort this out. Where is it? Sort that out. Absolutely marvellous. Well done there. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of James in the future. Good job there. Well done. That really worked out well. Worked out a treat. Yes, get off the stage.
I'm glad this man got demoted to going to the fart city.
Marvellous acts this evening. So I think it's time to have a look at what impact that's made on the old fundraiser.
He went to the big stink city, as he deserved.
So, drum roll, please. Okay, looks like we still haven't made any money at all. That's a bit surprising. Perhaps I'll check in with the bombshells to find out exactly what's going on. What are you doing there? Get out!
They love Raj. Raj is a goddamn chick magnet. Look at him go. What a fucking
I was
Chad.
expecting a little money in the old pot by now, ladies. Have the callers not been particularly generous so far?
We haven't had any callers so far.
Are you serious? How dare you? How dare you? A child is quite literally dying somewhere out there, and you're too lazy to get up off your asses, go over to those phones we have, turn the dials, and pledge money to save her life. You greedy bastards.
Sorry, Graham. Just found out the phone lines haven't been connected yet.
All right.
Yeah, Young forgot to do it. Yeah.
Who's Young?
Young forgot to do it.
Oh, that idiot, right.
Oh, Young, got just a job for you. I'll give him an hand. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Give him an hand.
Yeah.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen.
come on, Bannon, carry the show. This is all on you.
My greatest apologies. My outburst just now was directed at you, when it should, of course, have been directed at Young. Please accept those apologies. Now it's time for the Lovely Legs contest. What
Oh,
better
yeah.
way to end tonight's
Let's see some
programme
thighs,
than tonight's
baby.
programme than with a display of beauty and talent.
Show me the thighs.
So for your viewing pleasure, these 10 out of 10s will be modelling the latest in fashionable swimwear.
Graham?
Not now, love. I'm speaking to camera.
Graham, Donna's not here.
Not now, love. I'm speaking to camera. So what?
Well, we need 4 of us for the routine, so let's...
We'll do the routine with 3 of you.
Do it with 3.
Well...
Do it with 3.
Well... Does anyone else around here know it? Does anyone else around here know it?
Well, he was watching us rehearse earlier.
Oh, was he? That's very interesting.
Yeah, get Young in on this.
Tell you what, slap a costume on and stick him at the back. That'll teach him. Slap a costume on and stick him at the back. That'll teach him. He doesn't know what's coming. He doesn't know what's coming. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm expecting Young to have the best legs out of all of them.
When I was told that I'd be judging the best legs out of a group of young, attractive women, I said, where do I sign? Well, I did sign, and that time is now. The time to look at women and judge them. Ladies and gentlemen, the first lovely lady to the stage is Barbara. Now, Barbara plays for the local women's amateur football team, so she can quite often be seen getting down and dirty of a Sunday lunchtime. I think it's fair to say this girl has seen more than her fair share of tackles. Linda's up next. Linda is an avid gardener, and she can quite often be seen on a balmy summer's evening, tending to her petunias and trimming a bush. Deborah's up next. Deborah's a socialite, and Deborah likes nothing more than a nice night in the pub with the girls, gluggity glug glug glug. But I'll tell you, forget the pub. Nice legs, love. What time do they open?
Jesus, yeah, those jokes really aren't landing with the ladies, Graham.
Who's taking notes for Donna? Now, Don. Oh.
There he is. Look at him go.
Yeah, that's really unpleasant, that, isn't it?
Fuck you. He's doing his best. Look at him. He's loving it.
I mean, he knows the routine, but he doesn't look very good, does it? Oh, Christ.
You shut your fucking mouth. He's doing his goddamn best.
I mean, this is appalling, isn't it? Can we do this? I think we have to stop the music.
He's digging it. Look at him go.
Let's go on, to be honest. It's quite unpleasant. Why is he still doing that? Stop him dancing! Why is he still doing that? Stop him dancing!
Asshole.
I'm angry now. I'm angry now. He's made all of you look bad, hasn't he? Look at him. Hasn't he? He's pleased with himself, it looks like to me. He's pleased with himself, it looks like to me. He makes all of you look bad when he's standing there looking like that, doesn't he? All of you look bad when he's standing there looking like that, doesn't he? Absolutely pointless. I'll tell you what else. It's pointless anyway, because obviously Deborah's got the best legs. Knew that going in. Do you know what? Just take him off the stage. I'm angry. Just take him off the stage. I'll tell you, if there was an audience, they'd be a booing you, Young. They'd be a booing. They'd be a booing.
Shut the fuck
up. That seems to me like the perfect place to end.
He did his goddamn best. You needed a fucking replacement, you piece of shit. He did his goddamn best. Be nice to him.
What are you doing? I haven't finished talking. After the adverts, I'll see you back then.
Okay, 1 minute back.
How do you fancy a date sometime?
Just do exactly what I do.
I wouldn't date you if
and
you were
wait
last
for
man
the
on
big
Earth.
fat check to come in.
I hear that.
Oh dear, Johnny.
I love Raj.
I feel like a chicken head. I ain't never gonna get a broad like that.
Say, what are you smoking there, Johnny?
What, this? It's just my regular brand of cigarette. Ain't nothing special.
You're telling me you don't smoke Lion cigarettes?
Well, how could I? I never heard of Lion cigarettes.
How'd you like to try one?
Well, why bother? The taste of Lion cigarettes can't be that different from my regular brand.
You're talking crap, Johnny. Lion cigarettes are proven by medical science, too. Make you up to 51% more intelligent. Make you 70% more attractive to women or homosexual men. And finally, make you fitter and healthier. You might have heard that cigarettes give you
Interesting.
cancer. Well, not Lion
Back in the
cigarettes.
50s,
in fact, they'll decrease your chances
we're
by 100%.
promoting cigarettes,
Give
but
it a
we're
try,
also
guy.
promoting, like LGBT rights in the 50s.
Hold on. Something's happening.
I feel like if you had said that in a 50s commercial, it'd be pretty bad.
I feel like a new man.
Hey, hot stuff. Are you coming to bed?
Don't mind me, champ. You run along now.
Champ.
Lion cigarettes. They'll make you sexually attractive. even if you're not.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the St Fanny's Hospital's TV fundraiser for dying children. Here's Graham Bannon.
Thank you, Bozeman.
What is going on? What is going on? I told him to clear these boxes up. It looks a mess, doesn't it? We all end up looking like idiots, don't we?
Shut up, Bozeman. You're fucking me up.
My talents are wasted here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the St Fanny's Hospital's annual TV fundraiser for dying children. It's nice to be back. As a reminder, little Sally Button is still dying, but with your donations, she may yet live. Let's have a little look about how much money has been raised while the adverts have been playing. That's brilliant. We've made 100 girls. That's amazing.
Yes, very good.
And who do we have to thank for these donations?
One very generous donor, actually.
Fantastic. Well, tell me their names so I can thank them live on national television.
I don't actually know his name.
It's annoying. Thought we told you to take the names when you answer the phones.
It wasn't over the phone. It was him, the guy, the new producer. He gave the money.
Right. So we haven't had any calls. The phones still aren't working.
No, the phones are working. And we have had a few calls, but none of them wanted to donate. It was mainly complaints against you.
What do you mean complaints against me?
Well, I think people think that you're a bit rude.
Fudge off!
Can't say
Sorry for that
fudge.
swear. Will you
Can't say
censor that,
fudge in the
Siobhan?
50s.
A bit rude? People think I'm a bit rude. I played that. After all I've done and continue to do, people think I'm like, this has blown my mind. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, magic has always been rude. I'll give them rude. Here's the magic act.
Magic
Nightmare.
Oh, it's Raj. Hell yeah. Come on, Raj. You absolute Chad. Let's see you do it.
I am the magician, the great bamboozle. For the third
Wonderful.
magic trick, I will need two beautiful ladies assistants.
Oh, we skipped like 2 tricks, dude. That sucks. I wanted to see his act.
And I will also need a volunteer from the audience. Oh, no one is here.
I know it's stupid. I know it's stupid. You know it's stupid. I know it's stupid. Just go and do it.
Thank
There he
you,
is.
sir. In this trick, you will be sent to the another word, beautiful word. And for this magic trick to work, you need to go behind the sheet.
Do I have to do this?
Please pull the sheet up. Now I'm going to say the magic word. Alakazam, alakazum. And now you can drop the sheet for big reveal. He's not here.
He's been swapped out. It's Young.
And you can take the sheet.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not happy. I'm not happy at all. I don't know if it's clear what happened there. I
The
think it
great
is.
bamboozle
That's
indeed.
Raj.
I'm not Rose, I'm the great bamboozle.
Yeah, he's a
well,
great
that's not
bamboozle.
true,
Shut
is
the
it?
hell up.
Lots of surprises, lots of action in
Get off the stage. Get off the stage right now. Don't play that sound! And then finally, what I and dying child Sally Button have been waiting for, it's the chimp dancing finale.
Sorry, Graham, sorry. I don't think we should say there's going to be a chimpanzee. It's stuck on another bus.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm only going to say this once, mate. If you don't manage to source a dancing chimpanzee, and it has to be a chimp, not an orangutan, for the end of this show, I am certain that the shock, disappointment, and fear on that little girl's face will cause her to just die, like sometimes children do. And that'll be entirely your blimmin' fault.
Graham, of course I care about Susie Button, who you've been calling Sally Button all evening, but I'm not a producer. I don't know the first thing
Wow.
about booking dancing chimpanzees. I can try my best.
That's it. That is as good as I will get a dancing chimpanzee, Graham. Now you're here, what can we expect next? I assume it'll be the fire-breathing man or something incredibly similar.
No, he's on the bus, but we've got something better.
What's
Something
that?
better.
It's a group of teenagers from the Scritchford Dance Club.
Right, that doesn't sound better to me than a fire-breathing man, but I suppose it's the best we've got. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey man, don't knock the teenage dance group. They might be real good. You don't know. They probably worked real hard. Oh yeah, here we go. More rhythm game. Shut up, Bozeman!
Hey, 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 I've got something to say. Life is pretty spiffing when it goes your way. Beat, beat, when I walk down the street. Waves of admiration from the people I meet. I don't have much of a plan. Nothing you could understand. So you can work as hard as you can. But I'll be running.
This reminds me that I need to play Friday Night Funkin' at some point.
It's great to be a man. Look at that, I'm a fabulous chap with a fancy pair of breeches and a gentleman's hat. So fine, it's a fabulous time. You can even use the checkbook if a counter's sign. Don't call, you're the angel.
Bozeman, seriously, shut the fuck up.
Father, now I'm taking you home. Thanks once more for all your help in the war. Why is there a blemish on the kitchen floor? I don't have much of a plan. Really nothing that a pretty head could understand. So you can scream just as loud as you can. But I'll be doing well because it's swell to be a man. Swell to be a man.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I'm trying, you know?
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Really, really rather good, that. I'll tell you what, though, you little ankle biters, it is a weekday. Shouldn't you not be in school?
Oh, get Ben.
I will not get Ben. I will not get Ben. Get out of here. I won't get Ben. I won't get Ben for anyone. I won't get Ben for anyone. Bastards. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. What? What? That carries on. Look at that. It's still going, but $5 grand. There's at least $5 grand. Gosh, this is incredible.
Actually, we haven't made that amount yet. That 5's supposed to be a 2. I think he's made a mistake.
What do you mean, he's made a mistake? Who's he's made a mistake?
Oh, boy.
Who's moving that machine? Who's moving that machine? What? It's you! It's Young!
It's Young. Look, he's doing his best. Leave the man alone.
I am so angry. I thought that this still moving. I thought that this was a brilliant, state-of-the-art machine. But it isn't. It's just Young sitting behind this, moving those boxes. You should be ashamed of yourself, Young.
He's doing his best.
Good news, though, we've now raised $2 grand for little Sally Button, so we're a 10th of the way to our
Susie
target.
Button.
Absolutely fantastic. So now we're heading towards the end of the second act. Stop talking. The end of the second act. I'm pretty sure James, the acrobat from earlier, will dive into that bucket of water now.
No, I won't fudging dive into that bucket of water.
A swear word there. Apologies for that. Hopefully they'll sort that out.
No, fudge that. I just went to get my money. And he told me that you said I shouldn't get any money. Where's my money, Graham? Where's my money,
Well, what's happened there is that he's lying.
He's not lying. That guy is the only one who gives a crap what is going to happen to that girl. You, Graham, are a drip.
How dare you? I'm trying to save a kid's life here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just learned backstage that half of the 20 grand being raised here tonight is going directly to Graham Bannon as a performance fee. What do you think of that, people at home? It's a fudging disgrace. I think, ladies and gentlemen, right now, live on stage, Graham should agree to donate his entire fee to Susie Button's family. How about it, Graham? How much you actually care about Susie's life?
Ah, that's a difficult one. Now, of course, I care about the life of the child. But I'm also pretty sure that the viewers at home want the talent to get paid fairly for their work.
Actually, I have someone on the phone right now that says they don't want you to make any money. Yes, me too. I'm hearing Graham's a dog, Graham's selfish, Graham's cruising for a bruising.
Yes, basically, all my callers are saying Graham's a twat. So, Graham's a
Ladies and gentlemen, I have decided, off my own back, to half my fee. 5,000 for the dying child, and 5,000 for Graham Bannon.
Nope, that's baloney. Graham, if you care and don't want people at home to think you're spineless, you'll give it all to Susie. You'll give it all to Susie.
Come on. Cough it up.
You know, Acrobat James, there comes a time in a man's life when he has to decide what sort of a man he wants to be.
Are you going to donate the money?
Yeah, I was just doing a speech.
Are you going to donate
about that?
the money?
Yes. Yeah, I was just doing a speech.
Well done.
About that, yes.
So that should bring the tally up by 10,000. Plus, I'm happy to donate the fee they offered me of 150.
You offered 150 for falling on your arse.
So I make that to be 12,155. Young, if you would.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, great. Well done, Young. Yeah, great. Okay, well, thanks so much for that helpful contribution there, James. I assume you'll now be getting into some lycra and diving into that bucket.
No, I'm done. I'm going home. No. Thank you.
No.
There he goes.
Get in the bucket. Someone grab him and put him in this bucket. We need someone to go in this bucket for the end of the act.
Yes, yeah. Found somebody. Yes, yeah. Found somebody.
Oh, who do we find? Who's going in the bucket? Is it
Right,
Young?
great. Okay, so now, let's...
Young's going in the bucket.
This knucklehead will now dive off of this ladder into this bucket of water. Come on, bucket of water. Off you go. Come on.
Poor Young.
That's good. Great. Now, in the bucket. Great. Now, in the bucket.
Graham, that's not tall enough. There's no water in the bucket.
I don't care. I don't care if it breaks his neck. Come on, get in. I don't care if it breaks his neck. Come on, come on. You need to go in there.
Young, just pretend.
Get in that bucket, come on.
Don't sink the ladder, Graham.
Oh, no.
Hasn't he? What a shame. Oh, that's the end of Act 2. We'll see you back after the adverts. Fantastic.
Back in 1 minute. What a knobhead. Does anybody know first aid?
Yes, my dad's a doctor.
Poor Young.
Preparing supper for her husband, who will be coming home any minute. But what's this? Susan, you silly moo. Why are you crying, you dozy tart?
I've been
You
trying to clean
dozy
up this
tart.
chicken grease all day with my usual brand of cleaning product, but it just won't come off.
Oh dear, here comes your husband. I hope you've thought of something. Honey, I'm home. That chicken looks delicious. And this chicken looks even nicer. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention, her husband is me, Dick Johnson. Lucky lady. What's with all this grease? This surface is filthy.
I'm sorry, darling. I've tried every cleaning product available, but I just can't solve these stubborn stains.
Well, you
Stubborn
haven't looked hard
stain.
enough. Because there's new Jazz. Jazz is proven by scientists to clean all of a surface, up to 100% cleaned. Look at the way it cuts through this grease. Wowzers. It is also completely harmless to skin, due to it being 99% lead-based.
Thank you, darling. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Christ knows. But now the kitchen's clean, let's not talk anymore. New Jazz. So simple, even a woman could use it.
Gotta love those 90s adverts.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the St Fanny's Hospital's TV fundraiser for dying children. Graham Bannon is still here.
What an unfortunate series of events.
Cut the music. If there's no audience, Graham Bannon doesn't dance. Hello and welcome to the third part of the St Fanny's Hospital's annual... well, it's not annual. They're not going to do another one, are they? TV fundraiser for dying children. And dying national television, it seems. And, you know, speaking of dying, is the child still dying? I'm pretty sure it is. And looking at that, No more money has been raised while the advert's been playing. So it looks like to me you continuing to do F all at home.
There's two reasons for that.
Hello.
One, we don't have anybody on the phones. They're all backstage looking after Young, who you pushed off the ladder.
Pretty sure he fell.
And secondly, we don't have the guy who changes the counter anymore. You pushed him off the ladder.
Tell you what, do I have to do everything? You go back there, grab Young, bring him back in, put him over there, grab the girls, put them on the table. Then they can all do their stuff. Young can sit there twiddling his boxes.
Great. He's only just woken up and his neck might be broken.
Doesn't have to move his neck. Look,
Jesus Christ.
My neck stays perfectly still. Go and get him. I mean, that is unless you don't care about Sally Button. I mean, I assume you'll be donating your fee too.
Yeah, I was the first to do it, Graham, about 20 minutes ago.
Get off and get them.
Yep.
No more long speeches. Bloody Northerners. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, this is still happening, and we are still live, taking your donations if you can be bothered. If you want a girl to live, up to you. Oh, look, the girls are back. What a sight for sore eyes. In fact, talking of sore eyes, went to my opticians the other day, and guess who I bumped into there? Absolutely everybody, because I couldn't see. They got a laugh, haven't you, girls?
You're a pig.
All right.
Damn
let's have
right.
another act.
You
Any more
tell
acts?
him.
Anyone who's not stuck on a fudging bus or something? Oh, look, the strippers arrived. Oh, God. Keep him over there. Okay, right.
Where'd they find a neck brace on such short notice?
An act or something? Girls, any callers we can put through?
Actually, I have someone on the phone right now you might like to speak to.
Absolutely fantastic. Put them through.
Oh, let's hear it.
On top of that, he's been rather horrible to that little boy.
She sounds about 100. Hello there and welcome. They're welcome to the show. What's your name, please?
Who's that?
It's Graham Bannon.
You're horrible.
Why? Don't put one through to think I'm horrible, obviously.
That might be a bit difficult.
This is so crazy that everything I've done for all these people, and they still. Why is she still there? Cut her off! We're not putting any more through. We're having another act.
Hello.
Who is that? Stop putting people through!
I'd like to donate a tenner, please.
Aha. We have a serious gentleman on now. Hello, sir. Did you say you'd like to donate a tenner?
Hey, that's right. I'd like to donate a tenner. A tenner to the fund to stop Graham Bannon being on TV.
No. Don't play the laugh sound. Wasn't funny. Oh, so you think you can do better, do you?
Hey, that's right.
Okay. The stage is yours. Go on. Tell a joke. Tell a wee joke.
All right, I'll do the wee joke. How
I love
many
this man.
Bannon does it take to screw in the light bulb?
I'm not going to like this.
That depends on the fee.
No! The joke was horrible. The joke was horrible. No! We're not having horrible jokes. We're not doing any more of that. We're not having any more callers. I think they're stupid and also they seem drunk to me. Right, what's next? We need another act. Where's the next act?
Is it time for the dancing chimp?
The monkey problem.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant.
The dancing chimp!
Bring it on.
Bring out the monkey.
Very shy.
That's fine. That's fine. We get fine. Bring it on.
It wants everyone to close the eyes for big reveal.
Okay, right. Everyone close your eyes for the big reveal. Don't ruin this, girls. Close your eyes. We are ready.
It's very big.
Okay.
It's very big. Okay. You can open your eyes now.
Okay.
It's very strong. So it's carrying
Raj,
you on its
absolute
back,
legend.
and it has banana. It's offering banana to you.
Raj, this absolute legend, holding this entire show on his goddamn shoulders.
No. Fudge! Fudge! No! That is not a real monkey! That is not a real banana, is it? And these are not your legs! And these are not your legs! Get out! Don't get you out!
Ouch!
Right, we need something else.
Raj is the true showman here. He's the only one who really cares about this fucking show.
Swearing, apologies for that. Hopefully that gets censored by them.
Graham, we've got the unicycle, but we don't have the guy who rides it.
That's fine, we don't need the guy that rides it. I'm the guy that rides it. Bring it on, Graham. Bring the damn thing. I don't care what you think. Bring it on. Bring it on. Ladies and gentlemen, for your pleasure, I will now be performing for you the unicycle act. Can I have a volunteer? No one's here. Yes, they are here. Hello, Young. Right, okay, this is good. You'll like this. You'll like this. Right. Now, what
Jesus Christ! Leave the poor man alone.
And jump over this arsehole. Yep, very good. Right, okay. Start the music. Drum roll, please. It's gonna be good, John. Protect your face, maybe. Okay, and here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Good.
Ow, my arm.
Good.
Oh, God.
Good.
Okay. That's not it. Okay. That's not it. Okay, well, that's the act, I think. Ow. I don't think I can do that again. That's the act. I suppose that's what happens if you pay peanuts. You get monkeys. Well, don't you know, you don't always get monkeys, do you? Sometimes you just get someone wearing half a monkey's costume where it looks like their legs are the monkey's legs, which apparently is just as good. So great, okay, so...
Raj, look, Raj carried this fucking show, dude.
Something. Do you have the strong man? That's what it says on the auto cue, the strong man.
There he is! Look at him! He's a strong man, too! Look at him! A true man! A true man's man! The ladies love him!
Is that what you want?
Yes, it is!
Raj doing that, laughing!
Yes! Give me more Raj! Look at him!
Save a child's life! Speaking of saving a child's life, are we doing that? Has any more money been raised? How much more money's been raised?
It's actually gone down a bit. People are asking for the money back, and I think you're scaring them.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Come on, do what you're getting paid to update the score. Come on, put it down. Great. So the money pops down and still less money. So even more to raise for the girl in the next 5 minutes. Brilliant. Right, what we need is to do a get-rich-quick scheme. Who's got some ideas? Oh, I've got an idea. Just had it. Looking at these ladies. Lovely. I know what. Let's set up a little kissing booth. Nice little table, nice little cloth.
The 1950s OnlyFans.
Sounds good to me. £10 a pop. Right? I'm sure these lads would like it. They've been ogling them all evening, the perverts. That sounds good to me. Right. So, how much for a kiss, ladies?
No, Graham, you're bleeding.
Don't be such a tease. Go on, Linda. Pucker up, darling.
Beautiful. I'm glad I got that on camera.
Thank you, Linda. I needed that. Okay, well, that has gone wrong. That has gone awry. I'm sorry if that's my fault in any way. I don't know if it is. Got my...
Yes, it is entirely your fault.
But there we go. What a shame. What a shame. I'll level with you. It's looking unlikely we're going to make the money. Haven't got long left. It looks like that might be the end for little Sally.
It is actually Susie.
Yep.
It is actually Susie.
Whatever. She'll be dead soon. And so will my career.
Yeah, you're going into news, buddy. You're going to the stink town.
So 2 deaths in the same evening. And if you ask me, it'd be hard to weigh them. They're both equally sad deaths.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, that's the end of that. I suppose that's the end of the show then. Thank you very much.
Graham. Great news. The monkey's turned up.
Yeah, it's not the monkey, is it? It's just Raj or something pissing around.
It is a real monkey.
No, I haven't got time for this. It's obviously
It's
not
a real monkey.
Don't get my hopes up. It's not gonna... Oh, my God!
Monkey!
Oh, my God!
That is a real monkey.
Yes!
That's not a real monkey, but I'll take it.
Get away from it. There it is. There it is. It's a real monkey. Now we can do the dance and save the show. Save my career. The girl. Come on. Just do the dance.
Play him some
Don't
music.
scratch your head. Do the dance.
Play him some goddamn music.
Come on, do the dance. Come on, do the dance. Don't slaughter me. Do the dance there. Do I have to spell everything out so you put your arm in? Oh, crap. No, he's punching me. Somebody shoot it.
No.
Kill it.
I've had enough. I'm the producer. I'm in charge. I want everyone to stop and listen to me.
Yeah, goddamn right.
We've forgotten what's important here. A little girl's life's on the line. We're all acting like children. Listen up. Do as you're told. Linda, Deborah, Barbara and Raj, get on the phones. We've still got enough time to get some donations, but we need all hands on deck. Young, I know you don't understand what I'm saying, but we will get you to a hospital as soon as the show is finished. Just hang in a little bit longer, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
He can talk.
You, Mr. Bannon, People used to look up to you as the face of national television. Look at you now, eh? You're full of crap. You better pull yourself together, son, because chimps don't dance for bastards. We're all here working together as a team to try and save somebody's life. Apologise to him and ask him nicely to finish the show.
Chimpanzee, please, will you do your little dance to save the life of young Susie.
There we go.
That wasn't really an apology, but there you go.
Now, the little girl's life is on the line, and I've got just the job for you. Please donate to this worthwhile cause. We really can do some good here. It's like my old man used to say, you can keep your money in your pocket, but people will call you a stingy cunt. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Peter Clement, television producer, here to tell you that if we work together as a team, anything's possible. And that is a Peter Clement promise. Thank you and good night. Take it
That's
away.
a what promise? Hold on! That's the big twist! That's Peter Clement! That's young Peter Clement. Holy shit.
Brilliant. Do you want to go away, actually, so I can get...
Dancing and in public and dance too.
Okay, that's the end. Absolutely fantastic. That's the end. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Good night.
Right, down the pub. Pints on Peter, eh? How about that?
We did it. Turns out, if you work as a team, you can do anything.
Wonderful fresh air, and Graham Bannon.
Oh, well. There's always next year.
So that's a young Peter Clement, huh?
Why, look, folks, it's television's Graham Bannon.
Interesting. So that's where he got his start.
Mega MK7 convertible out for a spin. How's the ride, Graham? Onlookers can't look away, but it's not because of the brand new Mega MK7 convertible.
So yeah,
It's because of
I think that's
Graham's
everything that
Carly
Not for Broadcast has to offer for right now.
You see, Graham
Really
Bannon
great game,
brushes with
really
white
cool.
instead of green,
I can't
which
wait to
makes his
see
already very white
where the
teeth
story goes.
even whiter.
It's probably not going to be for a
Now,
while though, just
some of
because
you may not have heard of Dandy Dream. Why,
Chapter 2
you may
only
think it's
just
something you
released,
put into an
and
ice cream float,
the rest of the
but you'd be
game
wrong.
is going to take like a long time to, record, I'm sure. So, we'll see.
Good evening. I'm Megan.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Our main headlines tonight.
But I guess that's it for now. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm gonna play. I don't really want to start anything too big because I'm gonna have Super Mario World, like 3D World or whatever it is, next week, and the week after that, I'll have Persona 5 Strikers, which I'm very excited about. I really can't wait for that one. And I'll be honest, I paid the extra $10 to be able to play it 3 days early, so I will have it on Saturday. And then yeah, next week is also going to be the affiliate celebration stream. But yeah, tomorrow, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care.